interesting claims.
All right.
Stop interrupting, Craig.
Now, because I'm being recorded.
Well, look, I can't say it on camera.
Craig always gotta ruin the vibe, huh?
We
were just talking
Always
about
gotta ruin
bowel
the vibe.
movements.
What the fuck?
Look, you don't shit in just anybody's toilet, okay?
Fair.
I mean,
You're not wrong, you know.
says who, bro?
All right.
I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go. If there's a toilet,
Mundo
right?
goes or Mundo
Unless they
pleases. That's
say-
all I'm gonna say.
Mundo
If
poos
they
or
say-
Mundo pleases.
I have to,
If
bro.
they say make yourself at home, though, that's when you like. That's when you let off.
Listen, if I shit
Mundo
myself in
simply
my,
walks into Mordor.
if I shit
It's like-
myself in my own house, who's going to complain?
Exactly.
Your chair.
Fuck my chair. That's why I shat on it in the first place, because it got an opinion.
So don't fuck your chair. Why would you fuck your chair?
I said shat on it, not fuck it. That's
There
what
is
the couch
a,
is
there
for.
is a game called Chair Fucking Simulator.
What?
So
Oh, yeah,
yes,
God.
I am
That's
not
There's-
gotta be a Newgrounds
a
game.
game.
Or an itch.io game.
There's a game on Steam
Yeah,
where
it's an
you can
itch.io
date anything. There's a date.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
got that game downloaded right now.
Oh, both Callie and the other one has been fucking playing that shit, and hearing her go off on a lamp, bro, like out of context, it throws me off.
That sounds like a Pro CD storyline.
Leave me alone. It was a cute femboy. I have a weakness.
Like I'm over here sitting here, and she's like,
Fat
"Oh,
boy,
that
okay,
lamp
I
is so
understand.
hot," and I'm like, "What?" And then she said a cute femboy, and I'm like, "She's not talking about me, right? Like she's talking about something else, right?"
I can understand if it's a femboy. Perfectly justifiable.
I mean, yeah.
I can't. Oh, it's got a it's got a dick. No, gross. Bye. I don't get it. What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean you want to? What do you mean you want to get on top of it and ride it? I don't get that. Why?
Honestly, the waddle heater is my new favorite. The femboy lost out to the goddess. The femboy easily lost out to the waddle
I'm
heater
so
goddess when I
confused.
saw that woman pop on
Random-
screen. My
What
whole
does the water heater have that the lamp doesn't?
Yo, I just heard her say she want to fuck a water.
this game. You
Damn.
hate me that much.
Damn,
I love
that'd be a
you.
good
You
game.
heat me up. Oh, this water heater really heats me up in different ways. That lamp never could satisfy me like that water heater does. He can heat my water.
Damn. Didn't realize your refrigerator running shit.
Phil Quinn is this giant, like,
Refrigerator
Wizzy,
so cool, his name is Chad.
kind of character.
He could probably run after the fridge too.
Yeah.
The only one I've seen that I haven't liked in the game is I don't like the yoga mat / sports equipment guy because I just don't do the jog type. I don't.
What is the name of the game? I gotta know.
Okay,
The game is literally called Date Everything, folk. I can send you the photo in which I got it for free and all that stuff. I can help
Send me
you
the
out.
link.
I just legit. Sean
I
started playing
need to
it
date a
first.
femboy lamp. That sounds too fucking fun.
Sean got it first. He's obsessed with the bed. It's sitting on my computer downloaded, but I haven't been able to actually start it yet. And
You
the whole
see, dating a
time,
bed just makes sense because you sleep in it, why not sleep with it?
the bed looks like she'd be good for cuddle.
no.
I'm not fucking wrong.
The bed, I worry about pillow princess thing. I realize the bed is probably going to be a pillow princess, and that's just not,
I
no.
don't want to fuck on the bed. I want to fuck the bed. Wait, okay, what?
But yeah, Sean's been obsessed with the bed. But every
Wait.
time he wants a new character, he calls me in there to look because he's like, I know you're obsessed with this game too. So as he's been watching the character, I've been like, yeah, definitely gonna have to go after the fanboy. Oh, now we're definitely prioritizing the water heater.
So wait, if you fuck
Don't cut it out of the video.
wait,
Don't.
if you fuck on the bed, is it now a threesome?
Oh, yes.
Water heater?
Does the mattress have a hole or something attached to it?
Wait, do you fuck
Okay,
the water heater
it's-
on a waterbed though?
On a
It's
bed.
called
Oh!
Date Everything. Apparently,
That
there
sounds
are
kinky.
100 objects in the base game that you are able to date. After that, you can buy a DOT to unlock more objects, including a microtransaction in a gacha game that you can apparently date.
Look, I'm
A gacha game.
I feel like the body count is already high enough at 100. I feel like any more, and you're just a slut for everything.
Honestly, like my third pick, I hate to say it, is the Foos box and his little Volt guy that comes through because they're like music and they just look so amazing. Like their outfits and everything.
Okay, let's keep that energy for the game, shall we? Well, I don't think the groups are converging today, after all.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. There's some.
Did I mention how my badger fucked an elf?
There was that. Yes.
I don't know. How about an
I don't-
asexual pervert having a girlfriend? How about that?
Well, it's more of like a parenting relationship.
Parenting?
What?
You're both
What?
like she's kind of like surrogate mom for like the kids. Is my point. Like,
But they have fucked though. They have fucked probably multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple times, probably off camera, yeah.
They're probably trying to hide it, and we all know.
No,
We all
Eros
know.
isn't trying to hide shit. She doesn't care. She's not.
I don't
Eros is just
Harris
like,
and Strike talked about it. Strike was so confused about these things and then interested in it.
wait, who's the wait? Now we're talking about two different relationships. Wait, who's the surrogate mom?
The surrogate mom is Shadow Butter, I think. No,
Are we
she's the
talking-
auntie.
Are we
The
talking-
real
No.
mom, not the surrogate mom. The real mom is February.
I was talking. Shadow Butter is not the surrogate mom.
Okay.
Shadow Butter is like the babysitter on every other Tuesday.
No. She's the aunt. Isn't she? Aren't they sisters?
Okay,
Yeah,
the
that's
aunt
same
who
thing.
babysits every other Tuesday. Yes.
Yeah. Like the cool one.
I'm talking about. Why is my brain blanking?
I don't know, Maya. It's true.
Roxana.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Roxana.
Roxana! Oh!
Like,
I thought we were talking about the girl.
And
I was
in
so
game
confused.
and out of game, she has spent more time with the kids than any other character other than Strike. Like, Roxana has. So, like, I've always kind of role played her as like surrogate mother, and then they also see because like pre-game, pre-campaign starting, like that was Eros's position to the kids pretty much before like shit hit the fan with the campaign. So that's why.
No, one of my kids is a
Nouvelle kind of has been wrapped up in it, and she cares for the kids. But I never kind of I've never role played her as anything other than I'm gonna make sure they don't die, you know. Whereas Roxana like takes time to like care for them and feed them and.
But look, while we might fade to black if a sex scene ever does come up, we can't act like Eros would not be open to anyone asking like, "Hey, were you and Roxana fucking last night?" She'd be like, "Yeah, Roxana wanted to fuck, so we fucked." Whatever.
I can think of at least two scenes that I'm pretty sure faded to sex,
but it's always remember, Eros doesn't care that it happens.
No, like, and we've always
scene was in the middle of his bowling match.
Well, that's why I kind of said that too, because I know from the role play that Roxana cares for you more than you kind of care for her in that way. Like, you care for her as a friend, but there's not that romantic where Roxana is like head over heels for Eros, like head over fucking heels. Like, So nevertheless,
I can see what's happening. What are we talking about?
We're talking about-
They don't
we're
have
talking
a
about
clue.
Yuri.
I'm pretty sure they. Wait, what?
One more time, run that by me again. They'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line. Oh, okay, I know what you're
Okay.
talking about now. Our trio's down to 2. Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Are we sure about that?
the trio is kind of down to 2. If you think about it. It's just Eros and Strike, and then a bunch of NPCs.
Just wait until they find they figure out their new friend. Wait till they meet the newest edition.
I leave for like a month, and you've already befriended the Tarrasque. Bro, come on.
Befriended is a word. I would say.
I find the irony so fucking delicious, right? Like, Eros, the accidentally horny character, is less sexual than the Benjamin who only really cares about fighting and eating wolves.
Accidentally. I'm sorry. Every sentence
Nah.
Eros says has innuendo in it multiple times over. Are you fucking kidding me?
You do it on purpose, but Eros doesn't do it on purpose, right?
Yes, that's how she talks.
Didn't we get a?
That's just how she talks, but she doesn't mean to make it sexual. She just
I
does.
like to think that there are times where she does and doesn't. But I do feel
okay,
as
it's a
bard,
mixed bag.
and with how high her fucking charisma stats are in general, that she's purposely planning the words she's saying.
And
because,
how did the campaign get so
first
deranged?
piece of evidence.
With one simple
First
question.
piece of
How is
evidence.
your sex life?
Alcapar. Second piece. Yes, thank you. Second piece of evidence. The matron mother. Third piece of evidence. The Lapidlands in general. None of
I
that
like
was
to
sexual,
think-
but there were so many weird sexual jokes to all these bunnies that were so different, like, furry, different weird jokes. That it was just like, I got them. The bunnies didn't understand any of that shit.
I like to believe if Autopar never happened, the campaign would be long over.
I don't know about that. I think something different would have happened, but I've debated about that for a long time. All right.
I'm of the opinion that Altapar knew about the Sith, and he was like, "I want to become one of those," and then we killed him. So fuck him.
Darth Maul kind of thing.
Oh, he definitely knew.
Nah, he was a fanboy. He was a secret
He
fanboy.
was. I like to think he was piecing things together, and you guys were helping with him with that. And then shit hit the fan within less than 3 days. So it's just like.
And then we just kill him because he's no longer
Those
useful.
first 3 days of the
Wife's an
campaign, like of in-game,
No, we killed him because his wife's an idiot.
we're like 15 sessions or something. It was ridiculous.
We killed him because he tried to get his wife killed, and we didn't care for that shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kill my
People
wife.
kept getting themselves killed because they asked us for help. We kept saying no. And they did the thing anyway. And then they died.
Kill my wife. No,
Well,
but
they
without
didn't
killing
believe
you.
you.
The fuck?
They didn't believe you until it was too late.
The worst realization was when we were like, we should have killed this bitch a long time ago, huh? Sitting in a room like, maybe we should have killed her when we were given the opportunity to do so.
Seth, what's the percentage of NPCs who died because we didn't help them? But they just did the thing anyway.
Oh,
It's a lot.
Like 70?
Okay. How many dead NPCs?
I mean, Terraria is like one of the first ones.
Talaria definitely. Like that's like one of the main ones that
There was also Tarrasque House though.
Help me slay the Tarrasque. Like, nah, bro. We good on that one. You have fun, bro.
It's delicious.
God, there's got to be like 30 or 40. I gotta think. Like, there's so many weird things that happen with weird deaths in this game from NPCs that I introduced.
Fucking Terry.
Well, okay. Here's another one. You remember Phineas Shadow Blossom? Yeah,
Yep.
he was another one.
Okay, bro, that was his fault.
Well, he was one of those plot lines that was like I was seeing if you guys were gonna. That was like one of the attempts to like, are you gonna join one of the houses and like, like more explicitly, other than your weird relationship you had with PO, which could kind of echoed most of the campaign.
Isn't Sedge dead too?
Seth?
I mean,
Seth is very
You
dead.
should add him to the deceased. No, those are the past. He is in there. Okay.
like,
It's like he should be in there.
He is.
Like,
He is.
hey, who's this
Jesus.
random drunk weasel? Yeah, let's hang with this guy. This guy
How
seems
did he
fun.
survive for so long?
I didn't know he was a drunk weasel until Seth was like, "Hey, he's a drunk weasel." We're like, "Wait, we love this guy more." We thought he was just like a ancient Shadow Cabal guy who's just hiding and doing stuff. Fuck no, he's just partying. Like nobody cares.
It's like, who's the leader of the 10th house?
Bro's literally partying in plain sight. We're like, wait, we love this guy.
He keeps passing out inside of drinks. How the fuck didn't he drown yet?
We're like, oh, yeah, Brandon, by the way, you've already met this guy at a bar. What? Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah. The fuck? Who is this guy? Oh, he's the leader of the 10th house. What the fuck?
I always like the rule that he just drank.
Oh, he's your boss.
in
Oh, hey, yo.
Oh no, don't. Oh, one of the other ones was it was sort of Killian's fault. Brandon was kind of involved too. Mostly Killian. The whole Renas storyline, the whole second house was just like a desperate plea from the story to be like, "Are you gonna help us?" No. Oh,
Nope.
okay. Bye.
Fuck the frogs.
every opportunity we had to help
I
any other
mean-
house, we were like, fuck no.
No, I eventually stopped. But they stopped asking those things.
That was hilarious.
Oh,
though.
another one.
Is it-
Okay, Eros inadvertently, because you left the city. Like I figured the 13th house would have been very different if Eros stayed in the city. The 13th house got screwed over royally. Rexani got like killed by Setch, and like it's just
That's Eros even warned Rexani, like, bro, you should probably leave if shit starts hitting the fan.
oh, another one is Misinifex. Like 100%.
That was my fault.
Yeah, that
That
was
was-
your fault. 100% full stop.
Like
That is
you guys went to the
terrible.
7th house in like one of the very first sessions. Like I remember Birdman going to them for some stupid reason. I don't remember what it was.
and him being all weird, and then we became like best friends.
and then
One of us get peed on by me.
and then you pee on them, and then the next day they die. Like
Yeah.
they get drowned by Anu.
Moral of the story: never pee on people. No gold shows for
Okay,
you.
Birdman.
All I did was tell him I drank some
Birdman
spinal fluid
is
and he lost his shit.
okay. Birdman, sort of, but definitely we could put most of the blame on Abu. Is the stage court. So that was so much like
I will not be slandered. None of the
Oh.
chaos in this campaign is my fault, except for the part where we eat people for real, for real. That is my fault.
Hey, you know what?
I
Okay.
take full responsibility for eating dwarves.
Yeah.
Man, what if like the stage courts just disappeared one day? Like, okay, wait, what?
There was that.
Oh,
There was
right!
that.
Were we
Like,
supposed to go to court?
That was like that
Nah, man,
month
the courts
run.
imploded.
there was like that month run where Birdman was like, "Oh yeah, like what are you doing? I don't know. Is it getting fucked or getting fucked? Like let's pick
No.
a-
It's not-
One-
Dude, it's not even been a
one
week.
Birdman is definitely responsible for,
Uh,
and for waking up the Tarrasque is
Yes.
the death of the 6th House Binder Lord.
Yep, I killed that man.
Definitely. Yeah. You just got stomped and chomped because you decided to be like, well, it's like I do understand. Like you went to like I forget. My brain's farted a little bit, but that you teleported away after you first woke him up. Just like, hey, just gonna leave him there for like 2 days.
And then Birdman teleported away.
And then it's just like, oh, the city does their thing.
Shit. Look, this is why you don't give the reign of the story over to side characters. This is why
No,
you
that's
don't do
true.
that.
Okay, and then there's a random one that I just want to put in there is I want like I had like a monologue written by this guy for the stage courts. And like I had an idea in my mind and I was like he had multiple bullet points of like what he was gonna say and like poor bubble cut. Poor bubble cut.
Dun, 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 dun,
Uh,
dun.
Bubble cut was a Renas a Renas attorney that would have opposed you.
Oh, yeah, I
Was
remember
that
this
the guy Tenebris killed?
Yeah.
No, he was killed when the stagecoach
Nah,
got imploded. Uh,
you're thinking of one of the judges.
the judge, yeah, one of the judges survived. But then Tenebris killed him. So, there was that. One that made me very sad was Chiabo, who got like in the chaos of the Tarrasque and just got fucked over.
Okay, let's make a deal. Next time Seth starts a monologue, none of us are interrupted. Let him have it.
Bullshit.
Well, no,
Well,
he
he's
didn't-
got to get to the monologue.
It
first.
was
He's
like
gotta
it
earn
was
the
like
monologue.
12 hours before the monologue was even happening, and he was like, I was like, I have an idea. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm gonna climb to the stage courts. You go up there. What? Okay, I'm gonna cast Earthquake. What?
For the whole minute. What?
What? Okay. Wow. Okay. Like 200 people just died. All right.
You know, most players start a cheese empire. We just commit casual terrorism.
Okay. And then, lastly, before we transition, because we've sidetracked for a while.
Only been 20
Lastly,
minutes.
before we
Alright, let's get to the game
transition.
already, shall we?
Okay, is the whole half-star storyline of the dwarves. It's like another opportunity where like, hey, are you gonna join the dwarves? No? You're gonna let Talaria do it? Okay. Well, there goes that. Oh, and then you're gonna steal the Vorpal axe? Okay. And then you're gonna give it back? Okay. So,
And then you're gonna casually murder them one after another, specifically them.
specifically them, and then you're gonna cast a prismatic orb and like kill them all, just them at night to cause nightmares for them all. And then after that,
At
you're gonna
night.
spend a bunch of inspiration to make everyone have diarrhea for like a week.
Dysentery.
Well, it turns into that. Nevertheless, it made me laugh. And like every Jorvian pilot, every single one, every single one.
You have a
Man.
backstory? The fuck? What are you doing alive? Let's change that real quick.
Nope, you're not allowed to be alive.
Oh, you have a potential side quest?
Oh, and
Right,
okay.
kill him.
And the one that I never expected to last as long as it did, despite all of those, right? Then you have the Platutu, and I'm like, what? I went on for like so many sessions saying that name, and I'm just like, what? He's still fucking alive? This is the side quest that says maybe look. Look at all those half stars. There's like so many in the dead box. So many of them. There's 5 of them in the dead box. And then poor Terry. Poor Terry. I honestly expected Terry to last like most of the campaign. I like spent a lot of time writing him, and then he dies in the first arc. And I
He's
just
a landlord. What did you expect?
I don't know. I just spent a lot of time with his backstory, and then you guys just kill him off, and it was just like, well, this is D&D. All right. Well,
Hey, he died off camera. We just killed a zombified corpse.
Well, he died because of our actions.
Shush.
Okay. Well, all right. While I was helping my dad, I had a thought about today's session, but I'll do the brief recap first. Kind of three-ish things more or less happened last time. Four. The Tarrasque counts as 4. That does count as 4. Uh, first is we began the session with Tenebris and his entourage, both Animaesus and Elvin, dealing with a few dozen dwarven scouting groups. And then them trying to thereafter reconvene with Amu, who was separated because of weird astral magic for a time. And there was a sharpshooter that Tenebris chased down, and then there's teleporting that he eventually does with the group to get them closer to the city of Salt, to kind of pivot from that direction to kind of get in front of the army of dwarves before they arrive to the city. Meanwhile, Birdman is way far southwestward in the Avis forests, making his way towards the mountains and then beyond that to the ocean. He has a weird conversation with the Tarrasque where he notices that it's like definitely more aware of who it is and why it is and what it wants. Uh, Birdman not really and asks eventually the question about its true name, like what is its name? Like the Tarrasque is its what it is, but what is its name? And before that could get anywhere to an answer, Birdman notices a reaction from the beast to a divination spell, a hunter's mark that was cast upon him by this ranger fellas catfolk named Sherthiz, and Birdman sees this guy running away, and the Tarrasque wants a new friend. Birdman convinced the guy to like, hey, hold on, don't want to scare the little shit just yet. And Birdman breaks away, and the beast sits and starts to listen in, and eventually waves at Sherthiz when the conversation asks for it. And Birdman's odd appearance, let alone the odd situation with the beast, has put this Animaesus on edge. And despite being caught, he kind of speaks aloud his inner thoughts, almost kind of in a hurry about how he needs to break away to the Walker leadership. He, a Walker himself, to go north of here about 5 days or so and escort. Birdman agrees to kind of escort the fellas, and kind of the cat initially is not convinced, but eventually realizes in the conversation that the beast isn't going to join, so there's no reason why he should be too worried that just yet. And they set out to meet with those leadership positions. Then there was some inspiration spent to kind of make sure that Tarrasque doesn't do anything weird. Was kind of the implication, I think. Where there's a conversation before he left about how the Tarrasque believes that has fallen in love with the bright light, not the sun. He wanted to know the name of the other bright light that was here before, Ember. And once he learns the name, there's some stuff Birdman will eventually maybe sort of figure out. We'll see how the story plays, but while gone, the Tarrasque has been making a mural for Ember to celebrate his joy and love. She is, with inspiration spent, will be arriving during part of the time when Birdman's gone. However, the other major thing that happened is Amu is with Gormonger transformed as an elk with his druidic powers, and following the fires and stench of the army of dwarves, they catch up from behind them And within about 8 miles or so, Amu is able to transform into a giant eagle and get a pinpoint on the kind of the center point of their march. And he casts the Storm of Vengeance, creating that minute of hell that happened. And you reinforced it with some inspiration that allowed for it to have a wider range. And eventually, Tenebris and the group he's with, the other druid Jahir, is there, and he adds his own Storm of Vengeance on top of it, per the plan that's been going on for quite a few sessions by this point. And with that, the army, hit by nature from land, from water, from sky. The only thing that, and sort of from fire too, with the lightning bolts, like all forms with the dysentery and everything that's happened. Like the land here has not been kind to this army by any means in the last couple days. So there's about 30 minutes that go by of where we left off last time, where Tenebris and his entourage and Amu with his pairing are coming in closer to see what's happened to the army, see what they need to do. Do they need to clean up? There's many voices that are still screaming, hinting towards like, yes, there are many that died and are injured, yes, but on the whole, the army isn't like gone, like it isn't wiped out by any means, but it's definitely been thwarted and hit pretty hard to where if they are wanting to have a successful, siege, if you will, of the city, they need time to rest. And you're not giving them that time. So there's kind of, the pressures that come from that, I think, are an interesting kind of tension to this play, to where if you guys, I don't think it's anything your characters wouldn't be aware of, that like if your characters would let up at this point and allow this army the time to rest that they need, I would say the city is still questionable for future, of like whether or not it still stands, because there are still a good number of dwarves that are more than capable, when fully healthy, to deal with some things. But that 30 minutes did give them some time, not enough time for a short rest, of course, but enough time to use whatever healing capabilities they would have. So that is part of what was attributed in the background as I prepared for session today. With the dwarves that were still alive, they don't have clerics, but they do have quite a few catalysts that offer alchemic healing and things like that. So they will be part of the entourage, I imagine, that you're dealing with. This brings me to the comment I made before I did the recap about there's kind of two questions about today. There's like a question about the day session that pertains to Amu, Kali, and Tenebris, more than Birdman. Birdman, by this point, especially since Birdman does not have a teleport himself. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon.
Oh, hell no.
Okay. Birdman is on his own timeline. Like, he's in the future from where you guys are at, is how it was going to play out. Just so that, Brandon's not sitting there for an insane amount of time, not really doing anything. Because the way the things are moving, this is where we've kind of talked about this before with Brandon, but this is where that reminder comes in for me as the DM, that we're at this point that after these few encounters that you're going to have before you get to the mountains, after you get to the mountains with the Tarrasque is, quote unquote, going off to the horizon, quite literally. Unless something happens with Ember in that play out, which I'm not quite sure with how that will play out. So, just yet. Nevertheless, so that's something that I want because everyone to think about, and then Brandon to kind of like think about how he wants to apply this. So the question kind of comes to: Brandon, are you okay with that? Of being like kind of you're like 4 or 5 days in the future from everyone.
Oh yeah, because I had to go on my little journey or whatever. Then I have to do travel time back, and so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So lining up with even Eros and things like that is eventually going to be interesting because of that. If that, because we've discussed that. I do believe that Eros and Birdman's reunion, physical, like in person reunion, is a big part of the resolution of, I think, the main storyline of kind of what has happened, because like the separation of them and then like the breaking out of, as I look back to the campaign as a whole, like Cash's, the stealing of Cash, the primordial, and what happened as that fallout from all that, definitely I think serviced as a big part of the climax to the overall like story that we've been kind of playing with. And a big part of that fallout was Birdman making that decision to go back to the city and kind of, separate the party. And that turned into these kind of two splice storylines that we have here. So that reunion, I think, is something that we eventually need to work towards, but it's going to be a little bit of a play to do that just because of the time swap here. The other question I had for the other three pertains to, I guess, I do want to play through the Jorvian's kind of demise and defeat. But there's eventually going to get to a point where I'm going to ask you guys the question, I think. It's kind of a question I can ask now in some ways. Like, after the Jorvian leadership, how much do we want to play out in D&D terms, like literally like initiative of the remainder dwarves versus kind of doing a narrative wrap up of things? Because I will be honest, there's a good number of dwarves still alive. They're just fucking sick, injured, whatnot, but they had a good number of, like I said, healers that were able to kind of like keep them somewhat. They still have 4 fucking levels of exhaustion, so there's only so much I can say. But
As long as I get to have a proper shape change kaiju battle, I'm good.
no, that's the point. I want to do the kaiju shape change battle. That's the whole point. Like, we're doing that. It's just like once we see that, like once we deal with that, which I'm not even sure how that's going to play out, because literally, yeah, I made these, which is probably a layer I should warn in here for someone. I made the primordials to fight the beast, to fight the Tarrasque, and that's not what's happening. So just,
yeah, I feel like that's kind of my fault.
yeah, well, sort of like Brandon. I think Birdman's a big part of that too.
I think we all
to
have
be
a
sure.
part to play in this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
what did you say? Don't give the story to the side characters.
Yeah.
well, like though, to the point of like Cash leaving and things like that, which is why like I want to play through this, because it, I was thinking about that idea that our story is been been about those side characters, been about the Eros Strike Birdman relationship, and then we brought in these other characters to help complete the dynamic of Birdman's part of the story of returning to the city, figuring out why is the city worth saving, is it worth saving, what is, and you figured out that what's worth saving is the beast, within, like, and it's a beautiful. I love the metaphor that comes from this. But a lot of that story of returning to the city is like centered around Birdman's kind of narrative and like his relationship to the city and things. So now that Birdman's gone, it's turning into like where those characters, Amu, Tenebris, and Callie, we need to make the decision, like this story, their stories kind of end, like you need to make each of you, I think, need to make a decision. Is their story ending with this battle, or how is their story going to connect to Birdman and or Eros's and or Strike's story? And if that's not something you can feel like you can latch onto, then we need to discuss after this session. Is something I just want you to think about as the session plays through. Like, you just Amu, Tenebris, and Callie. Like, there is, yeah, like I said, there's like you got your characters were created out of the necessity to represent Birdman's return to the city and how much that was important to Birdman's narrative and growth to become the shadow of the beast. And I don't want to say your characters are not valuable, like they're definitely key elements to everything that's happened. It's just the way the story is turning into, those characters have a decision to make on how you want to play out what happens after this combat, after this war.
If Tenebris dies, he dies. You know me, man. I'm cool with anything.
I would say as first as far as combat goes, with major players, obviously, yeah, play the battle out. With all the minor motherfuckers, I'd say like we just treat it like we treated the Human Kingdom back in Dragon Riders, where it's just like these we're not demigods, but we're like a step away from being demigods.
Well, and that's something that I've tried to. Yes, I agree, because most of the dwarves you face aren't people who can keep up with you, and that's something I wanted to have part of the narrative, that the dwarves didn't prepare themselves for individuals that are at that level, that they prepared themselves for individuals that are at like level 10 level, not individuals that are at level 15, 20 that have achieved the ability to like summon gods and avatars and things like that. Yeah. So
Or become a fucking teleporting minotaur.
yeah, exactly. Like, well, that's the other layer. Like, each of you in their own right, like, have represented in many different ways that you are a demigod, that you are something that this world is not prepared for. In the vast whole, that whether it's the interaction and world manipulating capabilities, whether through the lack of charisma or the really fucking high insight and survival of Birdman, his whole weird ability with like creatures is throughout the entire story, right? Like each of you, and then Amu is just a light. He's literally a spore erratic, pun intended. You know, you know, Storm of Vengeance, and then Callie is this like has the ability to manipulate gravity and time and change things. Tenebris, yeah, like each is no I it is something I wanted from the beginning of this story, that by the end of it you guys are things that can keep up with the primordials, that are things that could, if you wanted to, face the Tarrasque. And all of you could, like, you guys, I have a very, I know you guys would struggle with the combat, to be sure, but from what I've seen, if you guys chose to fight the Tarrasque, it would be like, well, okay, we're gonna sit down for a session or two, but to play it through. But like the way it's played out, and like now these dwarves have turned into that, and which is what I planned. I was like, either you guys, there's three different inevitabilities, and you killed the one when Eros brought in the matron mother way too early. But that was the third option. Do you join the houses? Do you join the houses? Do you join the Jorvians, or you join the Tarrasque? And the Jorvians, if you always chose the Jorvians, that was loosely wrapped up. Same with the houses, loosely wrapped
The
up.
answer was yes.
And you guys kind of chose all of them. So it's like,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. You kind of chose all of them. So this is where we go.
Yes,
So
but
we have this weird splicing of things that's happening, right? Okay, well,
I will
yeah.
also
You do
say
A, B, or
too,
C? Yes.
I will also say, Amu's story is very much tied to the overall balance of the land, and it's swinging like a wild pendulum at this time, and he's just all he's doing is just trying to restore it to some equilibrium. So the Tarrasque is handled, but now the dwarves need to be handled. Of course, he's not the type
Yeah.
to fully risk his life, but he'll do what he can, type of thing.
See, just for whatever reason, the way you framed that reminded me of like RPGs and like Baldur's Gate. You know, who's the people you actually take into the final fight versus the ones that are in your party? You know, it's like
Lae'zel, Karlach, and Shadowheart.
you know what I mean. Like you have, I have like 9 different NPCs I could choose from, but who are the 3 that are keep me alive? Yep, those are the 3 that are gonna keep me alive. You know, that's kind of like the question I'm sort of asking in a way is like you get like for this fight it's these characters, but like for as we get after this fight, um I think I kind of know the answer for Tenebris and things, but I think this more pertains to Callie and Birdman in some way with their narrative because Amu, it kind of makes sense that I think after this Eros is going to kind of take over um for the most part for things. So um things to think on as we get through this. I wanted to, if anyone wants to say anything else, please do. Okay. Um,
Sorry, I was like mid yawn, bro. Sorry about that. That exasperated. Apologize.
It's all good. All right, then I need to pee real quick, so give me 1 second. And then we're gonna go to Birdman first. And then then we'll jump to the other 3 to deal with Jorvians. All right, 1 second.
I'm in the future.
Hell yeah.
I mean, like if we did actually fight the Tarrasque, I would have access to at full power. I said if that's a very strong word.
No, don't fight him.
I'm saying under a different timeline,
Be my friend.
I would have access to 6 heals. Like I could just save all my high level spell slots for heal. So that's 70 HP to just beat dishing out 6 times in the fight. So just don't get one shot and we'll be fine. Will be my approach to it.
Strike would never even think about it. He'd just say, "Oh, Birdman's friend now? Okay, welcome to the family, hi."
I mean, fuck it. Eros would just like, oh, he's awake. Can we talk to him psychically? Like, I already know that's exactly what Eros would fucking try to do.
Oh yeah! Of course, the soul that thing. Yeah, we can absolutely also psychically. Like nearly unlimited.
I mean, yeah, pretty much an unlimited amount. Well, not unlimited, all depending on how the dice rolls, but essentially.
Okay.
Is it a limit for per day or?
I have to roll a dice to see how long it lasts, and I only have a limited amount of dice. So, at worst, 8 hours, but at best, a whole day with only like 2 dice rolls.
Huh. And if the dwarves and shit are dealt with, you don't really need dice for anything else, so you can just use it to refresh it infinitely, pretty much.
Essentially, yeah. But again, it just depends on if I get good rolls.
We're gonna pick up with Birdman, who has been following a fellow ranger of the forest. Sheriff is a tiny, well, not super tiny, but he is tiny. He's a little,
Baby.
he's a little tiger man. He's
Baby.
he's like maybe 1.5 feet tall. He is probably mostly on all fours.
I
As he
want to.
traverses. He will shoot you in the face. And
Worth it.
But he's leading you to his commanders, if you will. He is a low-ranking walker of the Animaesus people, and seeing what has occurred to the south of here with you and the beast, he wanted to inform them of this, and you offered to escort him, in a means, I imagine, to meet some of these people. You've actually met one of these people, or no, you didn't. I don't remember. That was a different character. Uh, as you guys kind of traverse up towards them, is there anything Birdman would like to do beforehand? Cricket. Brandon, are you there?
I am here. Hello.
No, yeah. Okay.
My cat friend is here.
Your cat
Hello.
friends. Indeed. Is there anything you want to do before you walk up to the trio that you're starting to hear and see in this kind of wooded land that he's led you to?
All right, man. Is there anything I need to know about these people before I engage with them, or is it going to be kind of just like a, you know,
Okay.
I just like
So-
hold him. I just like hold him up and ask him like, "Okay, is there anything I should
You-
know? Like,
You
not to say."
probably would pause a little. Yeah. Okay. He would stop on his haunches and rear up, back on them, and he would sniff the air, and you would too, and I imagine your cloak would too. And you
Ew.
are pinpointing that there's three of them, individuals, and other you don't know any, like you. There's certain smells, of course, you recognize that they've been to this place or whatnot, or one of them smells more reptilian. They have like they don't give off the scent of sweat and things like that by any means. Shirth is taking that same information and turns to you and says, "Well, it seems all three are here. I only expected a Litz, who is, what is the word? Chaotic. He leads with a voice and a demeanor, a charisma that is powerful, but his choices are his own, and have been. This is why there have been a break in the order in the last few weeks. Many have looked to what happened to the beast and the reactions to it as his fault, but it is not. He was making judicious decisions for all. Animaesus. He takes another sniff. Flim is here. I am not quite sure if he will eat me at any given moment. He is a lupin. Oh,
Just blinking.
a litz. A litz is a pumthera.
Hmm.
He has the ability to change form with magic. He's quite a capable magician, I would say. Flim, yes, the only thing that scares me more than him is the beast. He gulps. He is a lupin, powerful, strong, quick. Yes. He is Alitz's right hand man and protector. Follows him dutifully. Yes. And then the third, the reptilian, he sniffs again. This is Nunui.
Hmm. Am I supposed to know who that is, or you said his name all ominous, like I'm.
Been final. He looks embarrassed after speaking so much, but it's like one of those things where you get the impression like he's glad he could get it off his chest because he is worried about what's about to happen. Like he knows what you represent and he knows what Aelitz represents. And this is like the wave hitting the rocks on the shore. Like this is like he knows that's what this represents. Kind of, and there's that intimidation kind of in his voice. You can see it. You can hear it. You
All
can see it
right.
on his face.
So I know I let you go and I let you walk on your own for about 2 or 3 days, but I think this is about where how do we want to play this? Do you want me to like take you hostage again? Do you want me to look scarier than I am?
Oh,
What's
I
the what's the play here? What's the most
oh, I thought you wanted me to lead this. Okay,
Oh, absolutely
okay,
not.
okay, good. Good. You
Good.
are much stronger than me, let alone. He gestures to your cloak, like moving around you, in like no rhyme or reason as it like sniffs and does whatever it does. Um, ah, okay, yeah. Um,
I feel like it just grabs
They're gonna
it might
kill
grab
you.
random random animals sometimes. I think it just grabs squirrels out of trees. Like
Uh,
it's
oh,
so weird.
interesting. Um, well, you can approach it that way. I don't think Flim would care enough about me though to not just attack you.
Okay.
Um, if I were the prisoner. Um, the
All right.
Nui would try to stop him though. So and I think Aelitz likes me. We're both cats, he says hopefully.
All right. Let's just see where this goes, I guess.
Oh, so I'm introducing you?
Yes,
Okay.
take me to your leader. Yeah.
He looks very sad and upset about that as he almost like
Well,
hopes that you would just grab him.
I'll introduce
You
myself,
like
but you
you
might
get the
want to like,
impression.
you know.
Okay. Oh, okay, fine. You definitely get the impression he almost would be happier if you just grabbed him and put a knife to his throat.
I mean,
Like,
if he wants me to do that, I will do that. I am no stranger
well,
to
he
doing
doesn't
that.
say those words, but your passive insight is more than high enough to pick up for this guy that he was like almost hoping that you would take the lead in some way.
All right, I
And
pick
if
him up.
that
Just like
and there's a moment like and he does a cat little like meow growl that's kind of loud that echoes in the forest that forces their attention from far away.
okay,
Um,
that was too fucking loud. You're overhyping this shit way too loud. Like I think I'm like
he whispers back to you, "Well, you could have warned me."
no.
Um, he is going to. I'm going to spend an inspiration point, and I'll give it to Greed. Math real quick though. Okay, I'm going to spend an inspiration point and give it to Greed to give him advantage on his performance
We're like
check.
lying to this man, lying to these three people.
He struggles. He's doing an okay job. He's pulling it off for the most part. You kind of get the impression from her. Where is? I need to look at passives. Oh. Flim, where are you, Flim? Okay. All right. He puts on the performance. You start to walk forward. You have him gripped like a tiny little, kitten that's got in trouble by the scruff of his clothing on his back. He struggles and or meows and growls and um this wolfkin dashes immediately to the other side, gets on all fours, kind of sits down like a Wolverine stance on its haunches, and
Oh my god.
just sniffs at you up and down, tries to get your bearing, says nothing. A Black Panther looking character nonchalantly kind of circles around, his hand on the base of the trunk of the tree, like groping it almost as he like shimmies around it to like get in your view, and then his hand releases and he puts it and kind of crosses his arms and pulls out this small little piece of grass, long piece of grass, and is like chewing on it. And then following behind him rather closely, standing behind him, the most unsure of the three, is this Testadine with this large staff that kind of makes these jingling noises of both metal and bone and wood with all its kind of accoutrement on the top of it. He's definitely dressed as a cleric would be, vestments, stuff like I imagine. Um, Someone that would be a peer in a way to Messinifex. Um, Nevertheless, Sherith is in Sylvan, greets them and says, "Help, help, please!" And then he kind of looks up to you, kind of cocks his eyes upwards towards you to see what you're gonna do.
Is this yours? He just kind of holds it up to the cat.
Aelitz and Nuit, the panther and tortoise, they kind of don't say anything, and Flim kind of moves forward. He doesn't leave this space, but he like walks forward a couple of paces. And he kind of takes another sniff, and he makes a growl over in Sylvan to the other two. That Birdman, do you speak Sylvan?
No, still
Okay.
don't understand this language.
The native tongue,
Yeah.
speaks in Sylvan to the other two, something about you, and they, Aelitz kind of stops, but Nanui, in disbelief, strides forward, staff with the clanks and whatnot as he comes forward. Sheriff is, are you all right? You're not injured? He shakes his head. Is that enough of an answer to you? I don't know what you are.
I, in good faith, have traveled for 5 days to bring you back your associate. In good faith. He told me that you guys were scouting the beast. He found it.
Sherthiz and his brethren were ordered. Where are the others? Sherthiz, they were scared away. Our magic was ineffective. So this is what the shadow looks like. We heard stories that he was a drow. You do not look like a drow.
I killed that drow. Killed that drow a long time ago.
Jacques told me that he was reincarnated. Are you sure he will not be again?
I hope not. I was
Look.
told, well, Jock told me that I was supposed to become him.
He stomps
If
his
he-
staff on the ground and looks back to Aelitz and says in Sylvan something that's obviously disbelief and shock, and then turns back to you in common. Jacques does not speak to the shadow. The shadow is against the will of change.
Not in this lifetime, it's not.
He looks back again to Aelitz with disbelief, and then looks over to Flim And Flim gives him a nod that you know with your passive insight is like, just give me the word and I will charge at him. It's like what he means by that. And Nanui just kind of like doesn't say anything, which is more than enough to let Flim just like rest for a moment. Nanui looks back to Aelitz, and the Panther finally speaks. Can I do his voice correctly? What how I have it in there? You a reputation that I've heard before. An elf graced by shadow, but not a shadow elf. Strange. You are Birdman, or shall I say, Gillisbron? Or does one precede the other? The chicken or the egg? He smiles.
That was a name I used to stir chaos once in the lands of Animaesus and the city of Salt. I thought that writing under a pseudonym would bring change. And it only caused more problems.
You
So
here
Birdman
dressed.
is fine.
Good. But you with your cloak. It seems to speak to me without words. It is not you and the same. It is its own.
I'll fuck his mother.
Stories
I'll do it.
of the beast and its shadow we have heard, but never a philosophy. No, not philosophy. Sorry, that's my fault. Never a prophecy of this, the shadow coming to. He smiles, like obviously, like anticipatory to like what you're about to say and the reason why you're here, because this is not how he expected this to play out.
I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why your god picked me to do this job. But when you're in a dark room with a scary shadow being of change that just tells you to do something, something tells me you should probably do that.
The Testadine Nanui kind of steps forward and he's about to say something, and Aelitz kind of clears his throat and growls in that kind of predator way that, lets the the tortoise know, hey, calm your shit. And Aelitz, the panther, Jacques, you have now said twice, speaks to you.
He has. I don't think he will now. But he has in the
Why
past.
not now?
Well, I did what he wanted me to do,
Which is
take the beast away from the city of Salt.
in Sylvan, he says something very brief to the tortoise, and the tortoise will back off a little bit. And Aelitz will move, and he says something very quiet but forceful to Flim, and Flim goes from whatever pound stance he's in and just kind of stands more upright, just patient, not ready to attack. And Aelitz will speak, I guess, to the effect of what would he say? What do you want now? What do you have to gain now?
I mean, I really don't have anything to gain. I'm kind of awesome. Like, I can go in and out of the Tarrasque. I can feel its consciousness. I can talk to it. It's you know,
That should not
everything-
be possible.
everything that I had is kind of crumbled to dust. So just kind of
You
like what
are
I
the
got left.
shepherd of the beast, is what you
Yeah.
say.
That is what I was told to do. Yeah, I have to lead it towards the sun, which is an impossible task. I'll have you know, because it can't eat the sun. But I think that means something different, though.
And you are dedicated to this task.
Yeah, sure. I got nothing better to do, and now that I'm an elf, I'm gonna be living for a minute. I guess like all my friends are just gonna
Many
die around me.
elves I have known have been fickle, change their ideals, give them a century, and they think otherwise. Strange for such long-lived creatures. But you say you are not a drow, so I will have hope.
Do you know the story of the Birdman?
I know some of your story. Raised outside, away from the city. Rise to power as voice of reason. Bringing stage courts and elements of change besides blood. An ending that led to imprisonment or banishment, but life. The walkers have seen. We circle your city always.
Not much of a city anymore. It's kind of like a graveyard now.
He looks back to the others, and they're confused, and he's confused himself, and he very earnestly, kindly almost, asks you, what has happened to the city?
Was a battleground for many front dwarves, undead, Animaesus alike.
We know of the dwarves, but they should not be on. They should not have arrived in the city
Well,
until,
there was a
4 days from now.
Well, there was an insurgence. I don't know if it was dwarves. It might have been a combination of all kinds of things, but do you know what a pocket is?
Ninui speaks up and says, I have met his brother, Fraction.
Okay, well, if this fraction is anything like this pocket guy, I would get him, like, I would bury that little stone. I'd put it away for however long that shit needs to be put away for.
The stone is a gift from Jacques.
A gift is not a word I would use.
He has he is the first gift of 7 given to the mortals at the inception of Baer.
Do gifts usually betray their like thoughts and come up with their own plans and be a total dickhead in servitude of a greater, darker force that I can't begin to understand?
This sounds like Pocket.
This sounds like this is a normal thing for you people?
I have not met Pocket, but he goes and uses his magic to draw out from his shell a scroll, and he reads from it the inception of the 7 stones of Bar, the 7 stones of Jock. And Pocket is decidedly always been described as the most headstrong and the most, he would kind of summarize that, and the most stubborn and strong-willed. Not the most strong-willed. His other brother Temper has a stronger will, but
Is he the most noble of them? Because
no.
Birdman did not see a very noble, very noble stone.
This is why he needs his brothers. Ninue
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah, well, you need to call his brothers ASAP because he's pissing me the fuck off.
he speaks in Sylvan to Aelitz, and then Aelitz waves him off, and Ninui goes back to their camp and goes to his bag, and then he is starting to prepare something, as best as you can tell.
Anyway, to answer your question about what happened in the city, he brought some insurgents in. Animaesus fought. You know, a bunch of people died. Umber Hulks came up from the sewers. The undead got involved. It was a bloodbath, man. Wasn't very
Jock
good.
had made his move.
Well, yeah.
And the beast left despite it all.
Yep. That was my mission. The beast has
The
left.
beast
and
did not terrorize the lands. The beast did not destroy cities beyond
that's-
its own city of.
Actually, that's why I'm here. Your man here. And then he kind of like holds him up like he's still holding him. I haven't let him go. So
Meow.
it's like, yeah, he witnessed some stuff. The beast is changing its perspective on things.
What does that mean? The beast is.
I have no
A
idea what
beast.
that means. Yeah, I know he's a beast. He's the greatest beast in all of the realms. He told me himself.
Like he like first time you flabbergasted this guy from everything you've said, and now he's like his jaw drops, and then he like resituates his face a little bit with his opposing hand, and like holds it up. The beast spoke to you.
It doesn't speak. It speaks to me. We have a. Are you a ranger? Like,
Sherthiz interrupts at this point. It waved at me.
It waved at him.
I believe me. It waved at it. Did. It waved at me.
It also spit on him. So I think he's what Miss Cinefix would call blessed.
Aelitz would speak up. I am not part of the Order of the Great Black Dot.
Well,
I would not know.
Well, I mean, most people that come into contact with the Tarrasque in this close of a vicinity and get covered in snot don't live to tell the tale, so.
Nanui would yell from the other thing after a few moments. That is a blessing, yes. Even the ancient Animaesus would climb to the mountains far to the east and look for the dribble of the beast. They didn't know at that time that that's what it was. He starts going off on this history lesson. It's like in the distance as he's prepared.
I mean, if we could all, like, you don't have to kill me. But
I was not planning on killing the beast. I was leaving that for the dwarves.
well, no, he looks like he wants to just eat me. Like, and I don't think that's possible. I've eaten a lot of people. It's become a very symbiotic relationship between me and the beast. You know,
You
it's how
just
it's
dropped
close.
that casually.
Aelitz will situate on his belt with his sword and weaponry and things, and
I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to disrespect anybody.
He will throw the grass out, and he will go to his belt, and he will pull out this little flute, and he will say, "Birdman, what has happened to the dwarves?" Is my last question.
I don't know. I don't know shit about dwarves. The last dwarf that I knew, I stabbed. Or the last dwarf that I encountered, I stabbed. I don't know. I left them somewhere. He died. They tried to ambush me.
But in your travels this far west, you have not encountered dwarves.
No, I've been kind of taking it slow. I'm actually expecting a call back from somebody soon.
Nanui would speak up. I told you. They separated themselves, and I think this pushed them further north. Well,
I mean, I was told that they were getting like assaulted. You know, you guys are gonna do like a attack them or whatever. I don't know if you guys have anything to do with that or.
He obviously looks confused. Well, Birdman, as the leader of the walkers, let us make this deal. Lead the beast away from these lands. Ensure that our problem does not become someone else's problem.
Okay. And that's kind of what I was gonna do. I don't know these lands. I need a map. I need a clear path that I can take it on that won't, trouble anybody or break things. I mean, unless you want me to just rampage through all of your villages and destroy everything, which I mean, I have no problem with, honestly. And I'm sure he has no problem with that either. So, but I don't want to do that because it's not,
Death is what? Well, I, Aelitz would speak, am the only one that knows these lands of our current party.
Okay,
I will lead you to the mountain range. After that, I'm sure you can figure out the best way.
Okay. That's good. But we gotta go. If we're gonna go, like, I'd love to stay. Maybe have dinner with you guys. Maybe eat something. Maybe talk about, make more friends with walkers or whatever. Learn more about your culture and stuff. But I kind of left it out in the middle of the forest for like 5 days, so I have to go. So we gotta like double speed time it. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing right now. It could actually be doing the one thing I don't want it to do right now. So
What is the one thing you don't want it to do?
well, I don't want it to break shit, but it's prone to breaking shit. Like it gets bored really easily. It may be gaining intelligence, but it still gets bored really, really easily. It asked me a question the other day. It asked me for a true name. Do you guys have a true name for the Tarrasque? Does it have a name?
They all shake their head.
Okay, good. That's good. Cool. It was weird for me too. It wanted to ask me some questions about some stuff.
None of us have the ability to teleport.
Okay.
We sent all of those with those abilities ahead of us. We're a small group. We need to head back. Sheth is. Yeah? Lead the way. Oh, shit. Okay. So, Birdman, led again by Sheth is, with a panther and a wolf, make their way back to the beast.
Yeah.
Birdman is gonna be ahead in time.
Yay.
Okay. Nanui stays behind to finish his ritual and things.
As we're walking off, I ask him like, so what's this like about? What's this walker ritual thing, man? Like, is it like a like? He was telling me about it. It sounds kind of cool. Is it like something I could get into? Not really, or no? No. Okay, I'll leave it. We'll leave it on the table.
That is a question for Jacques.
Oh,
By this point, the primordials will need to answer, because I am not sure whether or not you count as an Animaesus.
I mean,
your story hints to a time you spent as a bird. You still claim the name of Birdman, despite not being an Avis. You do not have the ability to fly, but now you have
tentacles and fingerlings. I'm not quite sure what those are either. What? We will see. Yes. You seem
Cool.
more of a creature than anything else. And the beast, despite its terror it brings to these lands, I do think is our mascot.
So I'm like a mascot.
He shrugs. He
Right.
does a quick prayer over you. You hear the name Jacques, and you hear the name Chiton in the middle of the speech.
I know that one.
You recognize that from.
I know that one.
How do you know Chiton?
Oh, my buddy Strike used to talk about Chitin. He's this-
Strike.
yeah, Strike, this big whoop ass badger man.
What the hell? He remembers Strike.
Yeah, big whoop badger man, you know, big
few-
weird scorpion tail.
I do not have the ability to activate the teleportation circle. Otherwise, we could return to him.
Really?
He's in the Lapidlands.
Far as that.
He points in a direction. 10 days?
10 days. It's a long time.
You are very far west.
The Tarrasque travels fast.
You would explain to him that you've only been traversing for like 3 days
Yeah.
since the City of Salt, and he's like, what? He's very confused. Like, normally that would take like 10 days to get where you're going to.
Tarrasque is fast, man. It's big.
Well, keep it safe. And ensure our people have a future, is all I ask.
I can try.
He continues on with whatever ritual he's doing.
Okay. And then I guess we just keep walking because it's all like while we're walking towards where we're supposed to go.
No, that would be before you go. Nanui would stay behind.
Oh, nice.
Finish his ritual. The tortoise. Okay.
Great.
Uh, All right, Brandon. Gain. Yeah. Gain 3 inspiration. One for each of those guys not killing you.
Nice. That's
Because
good.
they were all very chaotic good, chaotic neutral characters. But you said the right things. Good job.
Hey, thanks.
And they rolled high enough to believe you. So
Yeah.
instead of think you're lying to them. Everyone other than the wolf. He still doesn't like you, but you're generally getting the impression that Flim doesn't like anyone. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's okay, dude. So yeah, cool. I wonder what we're gonna spend this 6 inspiration on later today. Maybe I'll give the Tarrasque more fucking stats.
That's funny.
Oops.
I would like you to roll an insight check.
God. Why?
But why not?
And why?
Jesus.
That's actually high enough. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, Aelitz is a bard, more or less. His charisma stats and whatnot. He's one of the characters I designed, but I don't think he'll ever get to face arrows to like do a bard battle with arrows. Irony, to be sure. His is serious, like anger, and hers is sexual flirtation. Different vibes, but
Oh,
both.
he's like a Langston Hughes type
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
guy. Oh
Yeah.
god.
All right. So, but yeah, you beat with a 32, even if he got a nat 20, which he didn't. He beat the number, which is cool. His deception's really good. I think Eros is still higher than his by this point, but nevertheless, you get a vibe from him that would be something to the idea, I think, of how do I word this? I think you already know the first part. He doesn't trust you. The second part is he's looking for an opportunity to see that trust gives him justification to act on it, that distrust that is, which you haven't yet done. So, which is a good thing, I guess I should say. He wants to get close to the beast to see how he can use it. He is not necessarily 100% in the camp of like, I want to kill it sort of thing. So,
Birdman, I think at some point, I don't know, during the walk or however long, or if it takes many days for us to get back or whatever, just be like, so how do you feel about this beast, man? Oh, I launched a cap of a glue stick. That was
Whoops.
not good.
hey, let's taking a little break, getting some water from water skins or whatnot. Looks up to you from his little squat that he's taken, and the beast has terrorized our lands, poisoned them, created a capital of the environment and its people. I do not look very highly upon it, but I also see what it has done. I wouldn't be here without it. Like all of us, we have been tainted by its blood, for good or ill, made us stronger, many weaker, or changed us entirely like you.
Make spinal fluid before.
He spits out his water in surprise.
That's the name for new drink. Spinal fluid.
He looks to you for a moment to see if you're serious. You're serious? Okay, he nods. No, I have not.
You want to?
Pause. By context, I'm assuming this is the beast's spinal
I pull it
fluid.
out.
Fuck's sake.
No, I have. You want to?
Pull it out.
Okay. Wisdom save.
You ever drank this?
I have like a water skin of it.
If it's too much of it, you could take a hit off.
I
The
feel
dick.
like this is just ayahuasca, bro. This is just like gonna give you some crazy. If you drink like a little tiny bit of it, it'll give you like a vision quest.
One drop.
If you don't die from it, yeah.
He's just really quiet, and he kind of takes it from you and looks at it, and he's
I don't hand it to him. I just like have it
Okay.
out. I'm like, like.
but he side glances over to it, and then he looks over to Flim, who's been listening, and Flim just kind of shrugs his shoulders, like, "Hey," and Alitz, is gonna roll.
Birdman's ultimate vibe check. Hey, bro, you ever drank spinal fluid before?
Sorry, what?
Can you? He half stops himself before he continues his question, but then he continues. uh, how? What does it do?
I think Birdman just stares at him like, huh? He goes,
Well,
I don't know what it does to you. I know what it does to people.
I'm a people.
Yeah. Shows people the true nature of things if you take a little bit of it. That is, if you don't die from it. But it's
I don't
very
know if you want to
dangerous.
roll a persuasion check, but it sounds like a persuasion check.
It's not a persuasion check. I don't want him to drink it. I feel like if he does want to drink it, it's a bad look for him.
Okay.
Like, so I guess, like, I don't know if I can roll, like, I guess, I don't know if I'm lying to him or what I'm doing, if I'm trying to get him to. Basically, Birdman is like, if you drink this, like, because I know what it does to people. I experienced these things many times. It might mutate you, like, it might mutate you. It might bring you on a vision quest. It might. It's very unpredictable what it will do to you. But I think you have to have a certain like strength of heart to get a good positive result from it. It's kind of like a rite. Like Masinifex always talked about it being like a rite of passage. Like, oh, can I do it? Like, no, not everybody can do it. Because the only two people that I know that have survived drinking this random fluid, have become candidates for the Shadow of the Beast. So it's kind of like a don't drink situation. But if you want to, then that shows me that you're probably not trustworthy around my Tarrasque. Like, because it's probably what the most powerful.
I would like you to
fluid that
roll
we've drank.
another. No, wait, never mind. Your Pat. I would like you to roll an investigation check.
Yo,
'Cause
fuck.
there's like more than one thing going on right now.
All right, I'm gonna use an inspiration for advantage. That did not help, but it's funny.
It's funny. Sheriff looks uncomfortable. As they talk in Sylvan, and you're not 100% sure of what they're saying, of course, but you can pick up on the Alitz and Flim are making a plan of some sort, discussing the steps of something. And Sheriff is about the third step in, gets really uncomfortable and is like not sure what to do. Like you get the impression that if it wasn't these people in specific, he would have probably snuck away by this point. You gotta get the impression this is like overwhelming to him. To be sure, he's the equivalent of like a level 7 kind of like ranger, so he'll get there. Uh, so different kind of I think level on the shirt on the whole, but the investigation lets you piece together that with your insight that they're assuming that Sherth is okay with this, and you're picking up that he's not with whatever they're talking about. So, Aelitz finally turns to you and says, "When we get to the beast, I am wondering if you will allow it to give us access. If this is all you have, this is useful, but there could be more to help our people."
You want to cut the beast open for your own benefit.
It will not be that if you have the magic you say you do.
Huh. Dang. I'll think about it. And then I think he turns around and walks away. We're losing daylight, gentlemen.
Alright.
Yo, fuck these walkers, bro. I have their number.
They were never supposed to be good guys.
Nope. But I know that
You
now.
don't say.
Some of them are good. I've met a couple good ones. Jeez.
Well, that's something that I wanted to echo from the previous campaign with how things ended with where the different walkers were. There was almost more of them influenced by the drow and the influence of the dark than there were that weren't. So, hence why you built the two groups. Nevertheless, let's take a little 5-minute break. I need to go get a snack, I think. I'm feeling a little woozy. And then we'll come back to what I've titled as the Dwarven Counterattack, question mark? Because I purposely told myself this week, I'm not going to look at any of your character sheets. I'm not going to look at any of your character sheets. I'm not going to see how many spell slots you have. We're just going to see what happens. Just gonna see. Fucking reverse gravity and shit. I know it's probably something that's coming my way here shortly, but nevertheless, yeah, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, and then Birdman, I would like to think on if there's anything else you want to do during your travel time with these three. And then we're gonna kind of jump back to you at least one or two more times before we wrap up session.
Oh, shit.
To see how some of that plays out. But I dropped the rest of us on the map here for the remaining
sloth.
dwarves. He's a big sloth.
Big sloth.
And Amu and Tenebris, you are down in the bottom of the map, as Callie is as well. I would like you three to please roll initiative for when we get back. And then if you spend inspiration, either type it in chat or tell me when I get back. But I'm gonna go get a little snack. I'll be right back.
Bro. Fuck symmetry so goddamn much. God damn it. Can't fucking handle this shit.
Can't keep it straight.
It's like I can't.
Should lean in to the left.
It's like, okay, if I draw it on the left, I can't mirror it on the right. If I draw it on the right, I can't mirror it on the fucking left. It's like, that's the fucking problem. And then it's like, ugh, the rest of the shit with faces, like,
Imperfection is the perfect way to fuck your day.
yeah, especially with my, oh shit, it's not complete, and so it looks terrible. I need to stop and retry. Fucking mind ass shit.
Be right back.
Fucking, like, ugh,
Hello.
drawing with fucking nothing but
Here we come to save the day.
drawing with nothing but fucking black
On the dance.
is even more difficult because it's like people's skin colors that it blends in. Like, there's no hard line between, where your mouth starts and where your mouth doesn't start. And then the nose as well. It's like, fuck. I can draw an eye. I can draw one eye at best right now. That's the best I can fucking do. Damn it. Where's my phone? Oh, it's over there. Fucking shit. I have two of this coming. What the hell does 6 mean? Like 6 p.m. Like, we're all on different time zones.
Yeah, sorry, I forget when different time zones. Basically, for me, these games run from 2 to 6 is usually my go-to time to tell people. I was just saying I basically have to leave during the wrap-up. I'm sorry.
So, so you have how many hours left? Just say that.
Oh, 2, sorry.
2 hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense for us.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm sorry. I forget that everyone's in different time zones sometimes.
Calls, I hate my fucking camera. I need a new phone. Fucking shit. This is funny. I'm not sure it's.
Oh, all right. All right, all right. So, um,
I am going to. I've told myself ahead of time with this combat. I'm gonna say it aloud now, so I'm extra reminding of myself, and also to say it to you guys. I'm gonna be spending inspiration a lot. So for this combat, I'm going to make certain things happen. Most of it on movement. I'm gonna be honest. With different things. But some of it on other things. Nevertheless, I am going to leave initiative where it's at for now. I've rehashed it. Yeah. Okay. If anyone wants to spend inspiration on initiative, you may do so if you haven't already. And then, yeah. To describe the battlefield, a little bit, it is pretty much open ground. There's really no difficult terrain in my mind unless you guys create some. It is the fields west of the city of Salt. You're a few miles before you hit swamplands, so it's probably a little damp on the ground, but not too damp. It is the sun is going down. Not all the is not down yet, but I do imagine in the west you see the crisp kind of peel of the horizon as the sun makes its way that way. You guys are put in the corners there to kind of represent that you can start your turns in that position, or if you would like, you can choose to say you're off map, quote unquote. If you have something that you has range or whatnot that you want to use to do that, and you can manipulate that as you feel free if you want, as you go through. Jump gate does give me the availability as a GM to move things quite a ways off map. I don't think you guys can see them, but I can see them. To kind of manipulate some things and do placement now, which helps a lot for me as a GM when we've gotten into those positions before. Striding towards you a few hundred feet, we'll say within 1,000 feet of you all, is where this combat will begin. You see 9 different larger creatures, huge or bigger, I should say. 6 of them look like giantkin of the Cyclops variety that have been given dwarven weaponry and armor at their size to help them in the combat. Then you see, I'm sorry, not 9, 10. Math. You see 4 other structures. You would say at first before you see them move, because the way they're moving is very robotic, I imagine, in orientation. But firstly, there is something that reminds you probably closer to an anteater, if you will. Which is this thing over here. Most of you have a decent passive perception, other than Callie. Yeah. Callie would see the structures, but these things. But astride, I think Amu and Tenebris, from your different vantage points, on the back of that anteater are these 6 or 7 other dwarves that you see around them, kind of riding it in a way. It is quadrupedal, indeed, has a weird tail. It definitely looks more robotic and steampunky than animal than some of the others. Further back, coming into purview before any of the others, is the sloth. Kind of walks somewhat bipedally, it seems, and it is, striding solo. Nothing, no other dwarves around it. Then kind of walking in a line together, about 100 or so, 80 to 100 or so feet apart. You see a bipedal, huge construct that I haven't shown this one yet, I don't think, to people.
So has a a gripper arm and then a big cannon arm, and then looks like it has thrusters and things on its hips and feet and back and whatnot. Striding in the same line with it, like they're obviously trying to keep in time in a march almost together, it seems, is this other tripedal creature. It has 3 legs instead of 4. Its back only has 1 and 2 in the front. And then it has this weird, lanky, kind of longer tail that kind of zips out. But it has a base that's rather thick. To be sure. I don't think your characters know what a tapir is, but it looks like a quadrupedal beaver thing. Weird tapir elephant thing. So as a very Star Wars-esque scene here, I want with like the walking as you guys watch from a distance with the or even like that Lord of the Rings scene when they see the Oliphants and they're like, holy shit, what's going on? Kind of thing. But nevertheless, they are loosely aware of your position, I would say. Because you have people with you that, especially Tenebris's group, that are not exactly stealthy for things, to be sure. But I don't think, with the grasslands as well, it's kind of open lands and things like that. So, Amu, I imagine you're probably still giant eagle form, unless you want to say otherwise. Kind of flying closer, keeping pace with Gormonger and Pio, who are on the ground running towards the area. I imagine Gormonger probably in some sort of wolf or panther form, I imagine, by this point. You have the first bout of initiative. And like I said, you can narrate at the beginning here whether or not you want to say you're looking more on map, off map, I should say. If there's something you can do more at range, or you can say you begin the scene in the corner somewhere with your movement. What do you want to do?
I'm thinking probably.
One thing that just came to mind. Any of you in this scene, because it's grasslands, if you're small enough and end your turn on the ground, we could use your passive perception to say that they may not see you. If you're like a medium creature, there's not really anywhere to hide in these grasslands. They're like at most up to your, knees, hips. You could probably get down and hide a little bit, but most of these things are pretty tall. Nevertheless, things you can use to your advantage if you would like. What are you thinking, Eros?
I'm just thinking. Yeah. I'm fine with starting in the corner. And I am going to.
Still as a giant eagle?
Yeah. And I'm assuming that I can grasslands and all, I can easily see the other group and could tell they're because I can see from 8 miles away. I can see them and see that they're planning to attack, right?
Yeah, I would say that Tenebris and his group, unless Greed wants to speak otherwise, Tenebris and his children look like they're like Naruto dashing to go kill some guys.
Hell yeah!
Okay. Then I'm going to fly us forward 50 feet because I'm pretty sure. Let me pull up.
Giant eagles, I'm pretty sure, have 80 fly.
Yeah, that's what I'm pulling up right now. The giant eagle flies 80 feet. But really I'm just flying close enough to do this. Directly on top of this primordial here.
Perfection.
Okay. 50-foot radius. Okay. Okay. Just
I mean,
hit the
well,
Alright.
I guess since it hasn't been technically done, I guess I probably should do it like I could do it like this instead. Yeah,
Okay.
do it like that.
That makes sense. Okay. The giants, the Cyclops, I should say, or Cyclopes, I should say. The Cyclopes, will those two have nothing they can grab onto. But I'm gonna roll a check to see if they're wise enough to think of what I'm thinking. He is not. So this
That's very
one
wisdomous.
just goes up 100 feet. I'm gonna roll another wisdom check.
Nope.
That is sad. All right, so those with the three dots go up 100 feet. Okay. She is smart enough. No, is she wise enough? That's the question. Where? 35. Survival. We were not interested. Okay. All right. So, all right. Let me look at anything to see if there's anything that negates this of my mind that it possesses. Because these things are weird sometimes. So, I don't think so. Okay. That's fine. All right. They go up in the air. I'm gonna roll for though. It's a dexterity save. Yes. I'm gonna roll the 7 dex saves for the dwarves on the back of that one to see if they hold on to the Georgian or if they float elsewhere.
Oh damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Goodness, none of you could roll above like a 10, but like a few of you. Okay, nevertheless, one of them, I'm gonna say, I'll start the third one from the top, I'll say, is the one that grabs on to the big dwarvian. The other ones, I'm gonna all mark them with a green dot to represent that they're kind of like floating near the Jorvian, but not really like holding on, just like they got surprised by the whoop from the reverse gravity. All right, is that your turn?
Hmm. I am going to also just move the last 30 feet this way. And then that's my turn, yes.
How high are you off the ground?
I'm pretty much at I would say probably Like I still had to fly in rather close. So probably maybe only 30 feet or so off the ground. Probably.
Right. Um, to keep with the visual and also time of things, I'm gonna have Iron Maiden roll a sprint. No, they don't need to roll a sprint because their tactical charge is better technically. So they use their tactical charge bonus action to gain another 30 feet of movement, and they're gonna dash 90 feet towards them. Tempest, what are you doing?
First it would be Lord Gravitas' turn.
Oh,
And
you rolled after the
can I still do it because I forgot?
No, that's fine. I just didn't see it till now.
That's fair. Enough. And it is finally time. On all the Jovians and anyone surrounding them.
Ah.
Damn, those are some good rolls.
I mean, 40-foot radius each. You can basically hit everyone with that. Essentially, right? Because
Let me post it here. 40 foot. I had 20 foot in mind. Okay, even better.
yeah, because it calls down how many blazing aura style? Oh, 4 different points of origin.
No, not on the giant thingies. It's all gonna be on the Jovians.
Oh, I just didn't remember how many meteors fell. I couldn't remember if it was 9. I thought it was 9 for but it's only 4. So yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Let's see. 4 different. I swear the spell was different in one point. I swear I had 3 points of impact and 20 feet in mind. Holy shit, okay. Okay, yeah, then I can actually hit pretty much everything. So
No,
I'm gonna hit everything.
no, you can only still hit 4. So
True. So
It would depend,
Those
I
four
guess, on
guys-
how you space them out.
yeah, let me do the math. Definitely had the Jovians in mind.
okay,
Like, if
these can get hit
you-
with 1. These can get hit by
Like,
1.
Yeah.
And
These
you could
are
do
going to
one.
get hit by 1.
these can get hit by 1. They're kind of floating in the air, but that's fine. A drive-by hit.
Yeah.
Then this one.
And all 4 of those. And the fucker up here, yeah.
This
So yeah, pretty much all of them.
this one's a little
There's-
tricky. This one's a bit tricky.
There's one giant that's gonna be safe.
One safe giant. This one's a bit tricky to get.
You sure?
Yeah, like the
When we go from here, we can hit them all. That's within a 40-foot radius.
nah. It's not touching his. It's not touching his thing.
It kind of barely is.
Like this
If we
guy.
measure diagonally, yeah, sure.
If we go here,
Well,
then it
diagonally
definitely touches him.
diagonally is wrong. You can't because diagonally fucks things up. Because like this is 25, and then this.
Ah,
Like,
shit, you're right.
So you have to. So it's like that's clearly bigger than this. So you have to choose one or the other.
Choose your battles, right? Choose your
Yeah.
battles. Okay,
Then
so
let's go with this guy, and this guy. Me and the kids are gonna fuck this guy here up.
Okay, I'm gonna start in the top right. So
And of course, all the Jovians and everything else.
So basically, this guy's the only one not getting hit. This guy in the bottom right corner. He's the only one
He
not
is getting
hit.
fucked up by all the Shotokai.
But everyone else can get hit by the meteor swarm. Basically.
Exactly.
okay,
Everyone else except for this one guy. He's safe for now.
For now.
Okay, so sloth. We're gonna have it roll the dex save. It's a sloth. Okay, so dex is not its strong suit.
Damn.
Unfortunately, but it gets hit, bombarded by this stuff, right? And there it will take a reaction to do runic wards, which will reduce cat. Just walked all over my. One second, my cat just walked over my freaking keyboard.
As cat
As cats
tend
do.
to.
Okay, she just hit the mouse. Bad. All right. I love you, cat. All right, and he will reduce the damage by his damage threshold. And this
Which can't be
Jorvian
too much, right?
stands defiantly. And with how I've spec'd him, he is immune to fire.
Oh shit.
So
Of
the
course.
75 damage does nothing to him. And he, because of the big heaviness that he is, he has very thick armor. He is resistant to bludgeoning. And the bludgeoning is halved then to 33, and then with runic wards he takes no damage.
What the hell?
It's
I'm
a,
still gonna suplex him.
it's a tank, bro.
He's the tank definitely of the group.
Still gonna suplex him.
The other one, all right, the kind of humanoid mech of all of them, Dex save. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Let me impose this advantage. I was betting against before that.
I'm not gonna accept that now. In this fight, no. Say it before.
God damn it.
Yes. I know. I love you. Okay. This one gets hit pretty hard. So, and then okay. Yeah, that thing gets hit pretty hard by the meteor swarm. And then the tapir, Dex. uh, this guy is. Oh, it's only attacks. Okay, cool. That was only attacks. Okay, cool. Oh, he should have done. What was this? I'm gonna say his passive or social. Yeah. Okay. We'll have it happen next time. All right. Where are you? I got 17 sheets open, guys. Sorry. All right. This guy, Dex save. All right. Passes. He is. It's only non-magical. So he passes, but he's not resistant to any of the damages, so he just takes half from both of those. So 33 and 38. Oh, that's right, I got to ungroup.
That's still 71 damage.
Against 71. Okay. All right, then I'm going to. All right, the anteater. The anteater. Double checking because this one has some weird stuff. Just make sure I don't forget something. Okay. No, I have to take an action. Okay. So, dex save. Passes 71. Thank you for doing that math, Greed.
You're welcome.
For that. All right. Now for the floating dwarf ladies. Phrase I didn't think I was going to say today, but you know. One, two. Wait, it's my turn anyways. Okay. So what? One passes? Yes.
And
one
the rest are
passes.
dead, I'm assuming.
No. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. No.
I mean, do they have resistances? Is the question.
That's 42 damage, my guy.
I understand. Oh, that's what I did. Which is fine. I made that easy to do that. Okay.
As if you wouldn't survive that spell yourself.
No, they just have. How do I word this? One of the things that makes a catalyst is high HP. So they fucking got hit really hard, and they're floating in the air 100 feet, most of them. So their life is not very happy right now, but they're still alive. Now, I don't know if I can make the same claim about some of these giants. Because giants are notoriously not dexterous. So, and I messed that up. All right. So, giant. All right, all but one of the giants, the one that's getting chased at. All right, dexterity. Well, yeah, let's spend some inspiration. Why not? So I got 5 coming at me. I'll spend 5. I'll give 2 to Callie, and then 1 to each of the rest of you, and give them all advantage on their dexterity saves. They got to literally get a 19 or higher. Yeah. Hey, one. One did it. Goodness gracious. He takes the 71. The rest of them take 143. Or whatever you said, right?
142.
142.
142. Yeah. Okay. Well, giants are very wounded. After getting pummeled by a meteor's orb. I have only seen this spell go off a handful of times. Agreed. Well done. It is now officially your turn.
Oh shit, I am the Majority, true.
That was just Lord Graviton. That was Lord Gravitas finally spending his 9th level slot, right?
Yes. Alright, I guess I'm blade singing. And I'm making my way up to. Oh. Fuck. Here, roundabout? And I'll do it. And I'm too far away to really hit anything with my sword, so let me just. What do I want to do?
Oh.
I'm in range for. Fireball? No, unfortunately, not. Fuck. Okay, I guess I just. No, I have too many sheets open. Fucking hell. I'm just firebolting the guy in front of Iron Man.
Fire away. He is wearing half plate armor. You easily hit, though.
It's up accuracy. It doesn't matter. Oh, that's
Not
fucking
necessarily. See, it does matter. Alright, is that your turn?
That's about all I can do, and I'm giving Whitesnake the command to, since I gave it a Ring of Spell Storing with haste in it, to use haste on me once it's her turn.
Okay. This giant will dash over to Iron Maiden. Yes, the tibia. That hurt. That fucking hurt. Like, that hurt a lot. They do not like this.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I can't do that. That's sad. Ooh, yes. Okay. All right. He's quadrupedal, so he's pretty fast. But he's gonna activate a thing. He's gonna use half his speed, and he's going to summon underneath his feet. They like transform into these like blades, if you will, in a way, but kind of look like ice skates almost. And Okay. Okay, and he's gonna half his speed and then going to go do a quick like land glide 140 feet to there. And then is going to what's the range? 180. Ah, there's the one I want back. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
How many
no.
bitches are gonna fold?
I want a line. I want a line. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm gonna roll a d9. Because he's not quite sure who cast the meteor swarm just yet. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I count the same way I counted the first time. Okay. This unfortunately hits Grary. Just a random, just like shot towards Grary. And I don't
Catching
think
strays.
I don't think it's gonna miss him, but it is a disadvantage. Wait. No, it's not a disadvantage. 160 feet. No, not a disadvantage. It's not gonna miss him because its attack bonus is pretty high, so I'm just gonna roll.
Pretty high, you say?
Grary is down. I'm not gonna say he's dead. That's the wrong button, but he is down. After that, and
Oh, God.
his body gets thrown back like a long ways off map. And
Bye, have a good time.
the Jorvian goes there. Jahir goes, fuck. Jahir obviously is going to attend to that because Grary is his friend.
Dear gods. That's fucked.
Okay, that is his action. And as a bonus action, yeah, as a bonus action, this guy's gonna why not? The pilot inside, as many pilots are, is a bard. He yells at this giant over here, go kill those motherfuckers! He gives him a bardic inspiration. So, however, it's not his turn. 40 feet, he has to, 40 feet to there. And then this giant will, I should have do that later. Okay, yeah, he's gonna just have to dash because he doesn't have anything else that makes sense. Come over to Iron Maiden. All right. This guy, he's kind of slow, so compared to the others, so he 50 feet comes over, and the dwarves around you hear and nearby, like there's probably dwarves off map and stuff that are watching this going on or coming in the area nearby or whatnot. By this point, they're noticing. They start to say a name, a word. You eventually figured out it must be the name of this Jorvian.
you hear the word Closul, 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 as he stomps ever closer. Change that. He is going to okay, he's going to yes. He's not a nice dwarf. I'm just gonna like he's the meanest of them all. So I think he's going to do the thing.
Do the thing.
All right, he's gonna use his action to activate his overpower, and he's going to choose for this one. Okay. He's going to, yeah, I think that one because of the range. Okay. And then, so there. All right. And then, yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about those giants. Not at all. Okay. Let me read, make sure I'm doing it. Okay. Oh, I need to draw this. Yeah, I need to draw this. All right, so I'm gonna make a circle from that point. And then I'm gonna draw over that real quickly so I don't have to keep messing with the thing. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. So close.
Banana.
Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Da, 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 da. Phenomenon. All right. So this guy, Jorvians absorb magic. So at some point, this Jorvian got some crazy ass magic, I'm gonna say. So you don't take any initial damage in that radius. Okay. But the gravity increases to such a point that it is difficult terrain, and you're also in a silent spell, effectively. When you start your turn inside the sphere, you can make a strength save at the start of your turn. If you fail, you move closer to, and try to move towards the edge of the sphere. On a fail save, you're dragged toward the center. For every turn you stay in there, you take more damage. So, and both force and necrotic damage as you start to get crushed by the intense gravity of the situation. So, yeah, and it just lasts. Like it's just one of those things that he basically opens up like an opening into gravity, and it just stops. It just doesn't work the same in this area. So it's not something he's concentrating on. It's just something that he does for things. So I will leave that circle up, and I'm going to. Yes, we're going to change the color so it's a little easier to see. A little light. Oop. Right. To the back. All right. So
That is his action. He's not gonna use a bonus action for right now.
Oh, dear
He's
fuck.
going to roll. He gets his runic words back. Okay. Giant here rolls a strength save. He has to get a 28. He cannot achieve a 28 strength save. He is therefore fails and he's dragged 30 feet toward the center. Okay. He takes the 30 force damage for that initial pull. And he is difficult terrain by that point. So he doesn't like this, he's kind of angry. So nevertheless, 20, he's gonna dash. So that's 40. Yeah, he dashes to get to the edge, and that's as far as he can get. The gravity pushing towards him. Evil dwarves. I just want to say, okay, we have a floating giant. Angry at his situation. I'm gonna say he spends his turn fumbling, trying to get his he has a crossbow, giant-sized crossbow on his back. So he drops his great axe to the ground, goes into the ground, and then he takes an action to draw his heavy crossbow and kind of prepare it. That's his turn.
Wouldn't his axe just be in the air?
Oh, that's true. There you go. It would to the top though, Nevertheless. This one is not floating. He got damaged. He has a bardic inspiration though, and then he saw that happen. He goes back and yells at this guy, like, what the fuck's going on, basically, and there's no response. This guy is going to I'm gonna roll. He spends his turn. I'm gonna say he dashes though. I'm gonna say he sprints. So I'm gonna roll in athletics. I'm going to spend that D10. Maybe. There you are. So I don't forget about it. So he gets maximum speed. And he will come over here. And then he'll spend an action getting out his heavy crossbow. Scorpions. Yes. So he takes the 30 force for the initial gravity pull. He's going to roll his strength save. He fails. He gets pulled 30 feet towards the center. He's going to now have his turn. Yeah. I think difficult terrain, dash, use his sprint to get towards the giant that way. He's not going to get out this turn, so I think he would already have his longbow out from the previous fight. So he will go for. Oh yeah, he makes 3 with that one. Never mind. He would go for some attacks towards the giant next to his quote unquote sister. 2 of those will hit. And Goremonger curses to himself and Sylvan like fucking cowards. And as you do a reverse gravity, it's kind of the same thing. One's doing like increased gravity, you're doing reverse gravity, it's yeah, what's his range?
think he can do this. Yeah. 10. Have to line up to each other though. So it's like a feet. Oh, I need a line. Nope. Yeah. All right. He's gonna target the giants in the air, and he will do a firestorm. It rips through the air up to them. Those two floating in the air. Dex saves. Fail. Okay. The giants look pretty fucked up by this point, I'm going to say, on the whole. One or two of them are above, have taken minimal damage, but most of them have taken a pretty significant by this point. All right. The floating one. She yells out something in Dwarven. And then, what's the range? Yeah. Okay. She can't move because she doesn't have a fly speed. So, there's that. Double checking. I can't remember if I gave her this other thing, which I don't think I did. So, no, I didn't. All right. So she's going to target someone. Her passive perception is definitely high enough to see the eagle. So she's going to target the eagle.
But does she know if she did anything?
Valid. Okay. Valid. So she targets Goremonger then. Because she knows he just cast a spell. So. Very valid. Alright. So, yeah, all those are wait, ooh. Yeah, we'll do that as a bonus action next. Okay. Targeting. Yes, definitely in range. This is like one of my favorite weapon crystals. I'm just gonna say.
I'm just gonna say.
I'm just gonna say. So targeting Goremonger.
Backshot, get him.
Yep. Goremonger is obviously hit. Okay. He flies back off map somewhere. From that, she pushes herself back 40 feet with that reverberation. And then
What happens to the two dwarves that managed to hold on?
oh, that's true. There's just one.
Oh, yeah, well, one of them.
The one. Okay. She holds on. Somehow. And pivots her way in. Okay. Then bonus action. Okay. Bonus action, she's going to use Yeah. Either you or Pio. They're in range. She goes to Pio. It is Pio's best save, so you know. Oh, if his shit will open dexterity, he will use a legendary resistance
Oh, jeez.
to pass, taking no damage because of his evasion stuff.
Oh.
And that is his turn.
All
right.
It pushed itself outside of the reverse gravity, so it has 100 feet to fall.
It did?
Yeah. It was like right here. So it's like barely outside of it.
Indeed.
This poor fucking dwarf hanging on. Like, why did I hang on?
Why did I hang on? Yep, indeed. All right. Well, with that idea, just checking. Right. They have resistance to non-magical bludgeoning. So 28, 14. All right. All right. White Snake takes the 30 force and then strength save. Passes. Will 5, well, 10, 20, 30, 30 get out to there. Not one to be shooketh, I think, will immediately go for 3 attacks towards the closest giant, missing.
Well, then.
I will re-roll the nat one, see if it hits something else. Unfortunately, she does hit her sister. So you know
Great.
the gravity got in the way. I don't know. All right,
Great.
all right. There's the only one closer. She's closer than the other one. So, all right, Callie, we have
Inspiration reroll.
you. Say what?
You re-rolled, so who gets the inspiration?
No, I re-rolled because of the nat one roll.
Yeah. You used inspiration, right?
No.
Oh.
So they
If there's a nat one, I roll to see if it hits anyone near them.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. All right, Callie, you are in this, gravity field. You take 30 force damage, and you need to roll a strength save to not get pulled into it.
Right. You said strength save?
Yes,
Yes.
you did.
I don't know. I don't think you can actually beat the strength save, so you get pulled in.
I don't think I will because my strength's only 10, so probably should have leveled that up some more.
That's okay. You're a sorcerer. You don't need level up. Strength's not your most important thing. Okay, so you get dragged into the center. You get, crushed a little bit up, down. You're standing as best as you can. You take the 30 force damage. Now your turn can officially start. While you're in the circle, it is difficult terrain and you are silenced in that you cannot hear nor speak. So casting spells that require vocal components you cannot do while you're in the circle.
And difficult terrain means your speed, unfortunately, is halved. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I actually think I have a meta magic that allows me to cast even if I'm silent. Just please give me a second because I'm trying to read to make sure I'm not just making up stuff. But I could have sworn I put subtle spell. Yeah, right there. It allows me to cast it without any verbal components, which means I should be able to silence, right?
Depending on the spell, and if you're willing to spend the sorcery point, yeah.
I would be willing to spend the sorcery point. I am trying to see. You said difficult terrain, so my movement speed, does that cut it in half?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So range 60 feet. Oh, sorry. I feel like it always takes so long. Um, okay, so I need the wood. That's on. Give me 1 second, please.
Yeah, you're good.
Please. Um, trying to movement speed's already cut in half, so 70. Does the 60 feet that my spell says I have mean that it can only be cast within 60 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I dash?
If you okay, well, you can spend your action because you're a sorcerer to dash to gain another full speed, but because of difficult terrain, that would be just 15, not 30. But that would be your action. I do allow as a homebrew roll a sprint check, which you can use athletics or acrobatics to roll a check as your bonus action to get some extra movement. But difficult terrain still applies, no matter the movement.
Basically, I would have to. He's 70 feet away, so I'm basically just trying to move where he's within 70. He says he's 75. I'm basically just trying to move my character so he's within 60 feet because I was trying to cast Disintegrate on him.
Okay.
What realistically is that possible?
Yeah, you don't even need to dash. He's 75 feet away, so half your movement is 15, so you can just walk 15 feet up to him. And then you're within
Okay.
60 feet.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're
And
just
then
moving into the orb.
Yeah, you
awesome.
are in a
Okay.
death field, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. I was just gonna try and hit him at would disintegrate to maybe break concentration on the gravity field thing. I think. Oh, like at least do some
uh,
damage.
two things. The Cyclops didn't cast it. It's this sloth all the way up in the north. I have a circle. And two, it's not a concentration spell either. This exists
This
now.
he threw a bomb in the area, and this is the bomb.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
But yeah, I
you can
guess
still disintegrate the motherfucker. So
yeah, I'd still like to at least try to disintegrate the Cyclops. So
okay. Move yourself where you want
and
to
then
be, and then cast the spell when you're ready. Let's do it.
By all means, turn this man into a McDonald's burger.
I think
Pretty sure he fits.
yeah.
Yep, you're in range.
Okay. How do I cast? I click on disintegrate to cast it, right? Level.
Yeah, just the
Yep.
name.
And then select the level, and then it
74, 75. All right, 19 spell DC. He's failed by a lot. He takes the 74. That brings him to 0 hit points, and as the spell states, when it's brought to 0 hit points, this guy doesn't even get to stay on the battlefield because he is dust.
Oh, I imagine the dust is like flying towards the singularity bomb.
Yes. I mean, sucked, yeah. Nice. Nice. All right. Is that your turn, Callie? I'll take the silence as a yes. I'm trying to decide if Pio would run into the reverse gravity just to like join them so he doesn't have something to do. He seems like a chaotic enough character that he would do that, so
That's something Strike would probably do.
Absolutely.
so I'm gonna have him. He just dashes with his 55 movement speed.
That Weasel is basically immortal at this point, I'm not worried.
He will gain another 20 with his bonus action. Well, he won't, because now he's in the air. He's floating. I'm gonna say he tries to orient himself with the momentum with that athletics check to try to slowly steer himself towards those ladies in the air. But that's his turn. Prairie. What do I do with you? There you are. Death save. He passes. One pass. Ha, ha, ha. All right, Aether. He's at the edge of the gravity. He takes the 30. He moves out. He spreads his wings, and he's gonna try to arc around it. So it's 10. So he has 40 more movement. He will dash around it because he's kind of a melee guy. Cyclops, where are you? He is in the air. He lets go of his axe and spends his turn to try to get his crossbow. Now we get through the fun things. I'm gonna roll for 4 NPCs that are the closest to the combat. And so that's Pio, right? That's Iron Maiden, right? That's Scorpions, right? And it looks like Aether are the 4 closest NPCs. I would like the other 5 closest NPCs. So who's the next closest? What, Jahir? Sort of? Oh, no, Lord Gravitas. There you go. All right. I'm gonna roll a luck check. I would like you guys, each of the 3 of you, Amu, Tenebris, and Callie, to roll a D100 as your luck check. You want high. It's a luck check. Do not want low. As Lord Gravitas just rolled low. Okie dokie. All right. So unfortunately, 4 people didn't have luck on their favor. But fortunately, it's kind of has somewhat luck still on your side, and then now I have to roll an attack that's coming toward you. Okay. That may or may not hit. Let's see.
Not.
All right, so Pio is fine. His luck's in his favor. It's beautiful. Okay. Iron Maiden, not so much. The cannonball misses. Yes, a cannonball from somewhere off the map. Oh, sorry, it should have been disadvantage. Shoots. Somewhere in that vicinity. All right. The next one not in his favor is Aether, because he's flying. Aether has a wing that is clipped with that 17. It breaks his wing. He falls to the ground prone. He takes a shit ton of damage.
Oh dear gods.
And he is alive. But he is very wounded. He can no longer fly, I will say, with that attack. Because that was a lot of damage in one turn. Alright. The next closest one. Okay, so Whitesnake, luck was like no, I'm sorry, Jahir, luck was in your favor. Lord Gravitas, luck is not in your favor. It misses.
I mean, he's dead anyway, so.
Alright. Callie, I still need you to roll a D100. Tenebris, luck is not in your favor. Tenebris, does a 22 hit? No, you stupid you. You and your blade singing AC, that's ridiculous.
But you also gave me a ring of protection +3, what do you expect?
Well, you stole it.
Still counts.
It does count. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm gonna roll for Callie then, since I don't see a roll yet. D100. Luck is in her favor. Okay. So you got 2 rounds of luck on your favor. So, the dwarves off map that are not part of this counterattack have had enough time by this 31-minute time slot to prepare the cannons from what few they have remaining. You destroyed more than half of them with your lightning strikes, good Amu. Like there was going to be like 20, there's going to be like 24 of these fuckers. There's only 8 left. So you destroyed a good number of them with your lightning strikes, but they've had enough time to aim and fire and figure out these things. So now there's this other layer that you guys know that they are not fighting alone, that they have this artillery assistance, that they're willing to shoot close enough to themselves. Like, if they get a nat 1, I will roll to see if it hits someone else within 10 feet. So, and that may be a compatriot, if they're close enough. So you can use that to your advantage if you would like, to like use one of these bigger guys as cover. That cover could be helpful to make sure you don't get hit by cannon fire. If you're a medium creature gaining cover from one of these big guys, I will say, depending on where you're standing, that could be upwards of 3/4 cover, which is +5 to your AC. So once their bodies are dead, though, that's a maybe +2. All right.
Well,
Amu, what do you want to do?
let me stop practicing throwing arrows as tits for a second, then. Okay. I am going to do an insight check to. I'm leaning more towards the cannons rather than the dwarvians, but I'm doing an insight roll to see what would be better to take care of right now. Like, what should I focus my attention on?
You're still evil?
Yeah. So there's no way I don't see them.
Yeah, just verify. Okay. So you follow the smoke trail from the cannons, and You look beyond, kind of between these giants, I'd imagine, because you're only like 30 feet-ish off the ground. And thankfully, just rolling flat hills, rolling flat grasslands, I should say, for a good ways. They are within about 1,500 feet or so of this, fight, I would say. Using the cannons extremely long range to their advantage. The haphazard nature of the camp, if you will, that's been erected around where these cannons are firing from, hint towards obviously disorganization and confusion, and you're pretty sure with your eagle sight you can see in the distance that at this dwarven camp many of them are wounded and are being attended to in makeshift infirmaries. And then there's like this front line of dwarves that have erected the makeshift structures that they use to put the cannons on top of. They're these weird kind of white alabaster dome structures, and they're in the process of reloading and all that stuff. You look at that, and then you look at the field here, and you guys have thrown some pretty powerful spells at them, and you're taking out the giants, but you get the impression that you have damaged these Dwarvians to a point, but they do a lot of they like fucking Grary. You look off to the side, he's blown away 300 feet to your right. Like you look at that and you look at what this gravity pool is doing, you think it would be easier to go behind enemy lines now with that insight. You really think that if you can circumvent the cannons, then and go back to that camp, like they have nowhere to retreat to if they get to that point. And then you look over at Tenebris, and Tenebris, he just deflected a fucking cannonball. Like
He just fucking blinked.
and there's you look over at those elves over there, and you can think for a moment, not inevitably, but for a few moments they might be able to hold this off to maybe get that to happen. But if Tenebris, hopefully he has enough magic in his spell book to keep up with these things. This is one of the things you're probably thinking to yourself, but nevertheless, Amu, do you stay or do you go?
That's the tricky thing. Because, meta what? Okay, I would have to ask. This will, if my insight could also get a bit more information on, because meta-wise, I know from Eros that Dwarvians only have so many crystals, and that if Tenebris and crew could survive the crystals they have, then they have an actual chance. But
For active crystals, yes.
Yeah, Amu doesn't know about the crystals or that it works, but could he see from this past round? Could he have saw something from when they did use their active crystals? Something occur that would allow him to see in, like to get that assumption that these big attacks of theirs they can only do so many times.
Roll me a nature or investigation check.
I will spend one inspiration to attempt to. Okay. Well, the dice have spoken.
Okay. I think with what you see here, you know that these things are not interminable. Like they eventually do power out. They eventually tire out. They're not unending like what you see with the Tarrasque. Because even with what damage has been done with the meteor swarm, you see from the two closest to you, they took a significant hit. Both of them did. Um, so I think there's this. Uh, they only one of them really used an active crystal on the neck of the last turn. But there is, I think, this understanding with your insight that comes to the layer that you can tire them out. Like you can, they can't just keep going. There's also the layer of you heard the dwarven voices inside. You know these are piloted. You know these are not standalone creatures, and that there can be that is and could be used as a weakness. The pilots are not these tanks, so to speak. They're just dwarves, and you've killed plenty of dwarves by this point. So
Okay. Then shit, how much inspiration would I need to get back an 8th level spell slot?
an 8th level spell slot, that's different than like trading out a spell.
I'll sacrifice some low level spell slots for it as well. I don't give a fuck. Oops. Well, that's what I want to eventually do. That's what I'm trying to get to do. I didn't mean to cast it.
Oh,
I didn't mean to put it in chat, but that's eventually what I'm trying to see if I can do.
so sad I didn't pick Feeble Mind. And it wouldn't have been in character.
It's a good spell. I hate it.
I had committed to the bit because if I didn't, I would have it.
I mean, you gotta commit to the bit. That's what makes
Exactly.
it better.
That's funny. Okay.
I mean, if I can't get the slot back, I can't get the slot back. I'm not fucked by it. It'd be nice, but
Oh, I got 5 inspo if you need it.
Debating. I think it needs to be more than just inspiration.
I said I'm willing to sacrifice other spell slots too. But if you have like something even more in mind, then
To me, this sounds like you are. This is where my brain's going. Cat, what are you doing? You. To me, it sounds like you're trying to use your own body to transmute energy into this powerful enchantment, right? So it's like you're using transmutation to do that, but like the energy, once siphoned, it's almost like a necromancy that sort of happens.
I
Oh
am a
shit, you're
spore
gonna
druid.
lose your Gate of Truth.
I am a spore druid.
Yeah, and that's part of what my brain makes sense to this a little bit too.
I mean, if I gotta spend hit dice and take that damage.
Well, that's kind of where my brain is going. I think you need to, because It's also like an 8th level slot is no joke. Like,
Oh no, it's not. No, that's what I'm like.
you know, like this is not like an 8th level slot to me is not exactly equal to 2 level 4s. You know, like it's
No.
like an 8th level slot is like almost 3 or 4 level 4s. Like it's like there's a lot that you could do with an 8th level spell.
Yeah, it's exponential and shit.
So yeah, that's where I'm thinking. Okay, I think you need to spend at least um I think you need to spend at least 4 inspiration because this is a narrative thing.
Mhm.
And I think you need to spend the equivalent um mm, the equivalent to like eight slots. So like maybe it's 4 level 1s and like a level 4 or something, right? But then on top of that, I want you to spend and roll 8 hit dice and you take that much damage as you're like siphoning this from you.
Okay.
That I think would be fair to do this.
Uh,
But I don't think you can
Fucking life
cast
force.
your spell in the same turn. I think this is like you
I'm
setting up the spell.
I'm fine with that. Greed said he was offering inspiration, so I'll take 1 from your greed to spend the 4.
Yep.
Then I will sacrifice. I don't have 4 level 1 spell slots, but I can do 3, 1 level 2, and yeah, 1 level 4. And then I'll need to roll 8d8. I have to actually type that in chat. Dash R 88. And so sum to sum. 33 points. As
I love when an action that the player chooses does more damage to you than anything I've done to you.
and then I am going to fly up into the air, kind of off this way, 80 feet, so I'm 110 feet in the air here. So read myself. Oop. Get rid of that line. And then I'm 110 feet in the air. And that will be my turn. As the spores eat at my body to give me power for next turn.
Okay. Lord Gravitas turns to dust as he takes 30 force damage at the start of his turn from the
The only
gravity.
surprise is it's 10 times pseudo.
In some ways, yes. He was made of, snow. So,
And he got off a meteor swarm, so he did his part.
he helped a lot in the last couple fights. So, all right, Iron Maiden will take the 30. Roll the strength save. Yeah, she's got to roll really high. She gets pulled 30 feet back to the center. She has to spend her turn, her action taking out her thing, or she dashes. I think she would rather dash and try to get further out if she's able to. But yeah. Tenebris, you take the 30 force damage, and I need a strength save.
Can you even make it safe?
Nope. You get pulled pretty much to the center.
Alright, I do have to do some math. Mm, maybe. Ah! Yes! I can take out my eagle whistle, double my movement speed, and be back at normal speed. And then Blessing of the Raven Queen up to over here to this fucking giant outside the field. And I'm good to go.
This difficult terrain does still apply to flying, so
Yeah, I know, but eagle whistle doubles my movement speed. Therefore, I'm back to normal speed.
okay.
Here or here, doesn't really matter if here or here.
One you're engaged, one you're not.
I'm not going to be engaged. Fuck it. And I'm going with the house special.
I'm an independent Sith Lord. I don't need to be engaged with nobody.
True. 40! Necrotic. To this fine gentleman over here. And it bounces off to this guy, and then this guy. Oh, wait. Let me double math here real quick. Within 30 feet of the initial target, so... shitty. Can't hit all three of them, but I can hit these two fine gentlemen. So it's gonna be at least 20 plus 5, 10 hit points for me if he succeeds the save, which he probably will because he's a giant.
I'll give an inspiration to Brandon and Lust to give them advantage. So they take 1d. Okay. Is that your turn? Sounds like your turn.
Oh, I forgot I pushed a talk. I got 25 temporary hit points and have resistance to everything until my next turn. Very nice.
Alright, he's able to 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, that's 40. He's got a big butt. He cannot lie. He's
I'm
going
gonna get denied.
dash to get out of the circle. Yeah. In common, you hear from inside a dwarven accent. Aye, there's the fucking elven wizard. Now that I see you, I'm not losing sight of you.
I would hope so. That will make it more fun for me.
All right. He's going to use his bonus action after he moves, and he's going to shoot out from like his chest area this chain, and it goes towards you, Tenebris. I need a dexterity save.
Oh my.
Hell
Well
yeah.
done.
Oh my
You
God.
take half damage.
Double half damage.
It's yeah, technically okay. Because of your resistances. So wait, one. Oops. So yeah, you take 29 psychic with your resistance.
So damage begun.
Right,
Only have
that's
288 HP left.
only 280.
And you
That's
still
their
haven't
bonus
transformed.
action. That's their bonus action. Their action. You're just out of reach, sir. Just out of reach.
Good.
Okay, so that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna activate as their action. Yeah, they're gonna activate as their action. Their Vanquisher Supremacy, and they're going to activate Perfect Condition to any hit that they score until the end of their next turn. While it has advantage, is considered a critical hit. If such hit naturally rolls as a 20, they get double the damage that it normally would be.
Okay.
So, he's obviously trying to go towards you. He has his reaction. I'm going to mark that with a yellow dot because that's important by this point. That's his turn. Goodness. Only so much time in the day. Guy is doing the thing, and you guys are in the area, and it's doing what he wants it to do. He's going to 50 feet, stomp over there. There's some more close, kind of thing being roared out. And then he's going to. Yeah. How far away are you, good sir? 7. 60. Okay. Yeah. He's gonna. I'm gonna spend 1 inspiration and give it to you, Greed. As he moves as a bonus action there, he's going to. Yep. Well, that's 10. Oops. So he actually can't get that far. Tries to dash, but he's fat and slow. Gets to there. As his bonus action, and then action. Yeah. No, you're still too far away, good sir. Why are you so far away? Get closer.
You get closer.
You get closer.
No, you get close.
You get closer.
No, you get closer.
No, you get closer.
Tenebris is taking on fucking 5 giants.
That is,
Starting to look like a casting couch here.
there. I knew he had something he could do. I knew he had something he could do. So he's gonna target Tenebris, Iron Maiden, and Scorpion's technically further away, so he's gonna target Callie. I apologize, Callie, for you not being here, but so
happens.
shit happens. Well, he only can target 3. Yeah, so those. So Tenebris. Sadness. Let's see.
Ooh.
It hits this guy to the left.
Nice.
Boo! You suck!
The stench hairs miss. Okay. So each projectile switches to the target. Okay, I need a dexterity save though from you, good sir, because you're within 5 feet of that one.
Oh shit.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So you take 56 piercing, well, halved to 28 piercing. From that, the giant next to you dies. Close. Okay. Then we have attack to Iron Maiden. That, of course, hits. No one near her. So she takes the 57. Iron Maiden is now pretty fucked up. And then Callie. Really just rolling to see if I get that one. I do not. Okay, no one within 5 feet of Callie. So Callie takes the 50. Okay. That is his turn. Giant here takes 30, and then an additional 10 necrotic for already being in here for 1 round.
Don't forget to shrink the field. 15 feet.
Thank you. I was looking it up. At the end of each of the Jorvian's turn. So 15. 5, 10, 15. All right. Irony, that giant is, I'm going to say he still takes damage, but he's out of the circle. He steps forward angrily. He has no idea who did the damage. It's probably you, Tenebris. That's all he cares about. He is going to two attacks towards Tenebris. You and your you-ness. That's his turn. This one gets his crossbow out. I'm gonna say he has disadvantage because he's probably shooting at an awkward angle. And he's going to I'm gonna say as part of his action, I'm gonna have him roll at disadvantage because of one eye. He does not see Amu. Or understand, I think, that Amu is doing the thing. So the next closest person is Tenebris. Oh. Yeah. So I'm gonna say he's looking in the other direction. So he's a heavy repeater. Tenebris literally has like javelin size crossbow bolts landing near his feet. This giant is gonna come over to here. And he's going to stab you. You die out of the way. He tries to butt you at the end of the axe head. You get out of the way. Scorpions, are you gonna live? Nope. I don't know, maybe. Takes 40 damage because of things. He strength save. Fails, gets 30 feet into the center. He's gonna dash 30, 45
Can't he also
feet.
use his thingy to move an additional amount of
Yeah, that's what
feet towards an enemy?
Yeah, but he has to move over toward. Well, yeah. Up until now, moving towards an enemy was further movement. So he didn't do it. But walking through the thing more, I should say. Goremonger is fucked up. That hurt. He's gonna cast at a 5th level on himself, cure wounds. Because he got pretty fucked up. And then he will start making his tiny little legs back there, I guess. Anteater Lady is no longer floating.
Did that dwarf also take the fall damage or no?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. What is the range? That is the range. Okay. She's going to attempt, with what her Arcana knowledge allows her to know, she's going to attempt to dispel, the magic on Amu, to see if he's actually an eagle, more or less. So I'm gonna say, because you're an archdruid and you can change at will, you know, it's a different kind of like power than the other one. So she cast this above level 3, but not, I think, at a power level to where you're playing at right now. So I'm gonna have her roll to try to get to the equivalent of like a level 7. So she has to get a 17 to break your spell, kind of thing. Her spellcasting is charisma.
Ooh.
I'm gonna spend 1 to re-roll, and I'll give that to Brandon. So, Amu, you feel your druidic magic revert, and the feathers kind of fall off of you. You said you were 100 and something in the air.
110, and I'm in my gravity zone. If I'm like right above it. So
Okay, so you fall 10 feet and hit the gravity, and that's when her brain starts to understand the gravity part of this. I don't think she quite put all this together just yet. She didn't roll that high of an Arcana check to understand reverse gravity. She rolled high enough to understand that you might be a druid. So that happened. Okay, it didn't get rid of the gravity kind of thing. That is her action. But before she ends her turn, I'm gonna have her move because she is smart enough with what she just rolled to be wary of you. Good Almuser. She's not that, so she moves back 70 feet, leaves the dwarves there that are part, yells out something in dwarven. They all respond, but most of them are floating in the air by this point. I'm going to say that is her turn. We're going to end this round, and then we'll probably pause there for now, especially since Callie isn't with us to continue. And then it's also getting to a point where I need to get off. But
Oh, I want to do something cool.
nevertheless, White Snake is going to run to there and then be able to activate her bonus action to run to there to dash. Right. Callie takes the 40 from being in there already. Open her sheet, I guess. Unless you want to do it, Tenebris.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Holy shit, she's going all kinds of fucked up.
Have I been muted this whole fucking time?
yes, you have, motherfucker.
Yes.
What the fuck are you doing?
Damn it.
You
I've
bird
been
brain.
sitting here- I haven't been talking much, but I've been sitting here watching this fight, like, and I'm like,
Oh,
weird.
I already took the damage from Callie, so if you just subtracted more.
God.
I guess I don't think she was that low. So I'm going to add 40 back because I don't think she was that low. But nevertheless, yeah, what do you want to do with Cat? Yeah, they're doing a thing.
I think she would just try to disintegrate again or something. Or reverse gravity, probably.
Hold on one second. I'm going to click something on her sheet. Just want to look at something. Her passive insight is more than high enough, I think, to realize that if she stays here another round, she's going to fall unconscious. If she stays in the circle another round, she will fall unconscious. Because it goes up to 50 damage next turn. And she has 49 HP. So,
Very true.
I don't know if she has a teleport, but... yeah.
She has Misty Step, so she can make it out. With a
I was
dash.
thinking this whole time, like, yeah, she should have Misty Step.
I thought she had at least one teleport. So, yeah.
I'm gonna just make her do it. Oop. Let me subtract the spell slot.
Okay,
And
so
boom, done.
30
That's-
feet, and then run. She spends the rest of the turn to run out. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, that's her turn. Pio has floated in the air. He's using momentum. I'm gonna say his momentum allows him to get like 10 feet of movement.
And he's just like, ah, come here. I'm gonna punch ya. Stop moving. Grary wants to live. No. And Jahir is running back to him. And we'll get to him this turn. That is that turn. Aether pretty much has a broken wing. He stands, he hobbles over here. He is going to double load his healing darts and heal himself for 23. Cyclops. Are you the other floating one? Yes. He still doesn't see Amu for some reason, even though Amu's only 10 feet away. So he
small,
loads and
motherfucker.
he hears. He's turned away from PO2, so there you go. Oh wait, that should be disadvantage. Towards Tenebris. Okay, one misses and one just hits the one behind you.
They just keep killing each other.
You know, that's what happens. Okay. All right. So now let's look. All right. PO, Scorpions, Iron Maiden, and White Snake and Aether are all gonna roll. And then I would like you guys to roll.
Oh, fuck.
Nah, man,
Nice.
just try to hit me.
Nice.
I give it to you for free.
Tenebris, you're rolling too. You're in range.
Yeah, I'm giving you a free shot.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, PO is good. There's a shot at disadvantage coming towards the flying Amu. Misses. There's a shot towards Tenebris. A shot towards Scorpions. Luck is in the favor of Iron Maiden. White Snake gets hit. And Aether gets hit. They just don't like Avis, man.
Fuck the.
You
That's
know,
racist.
I'm gonna say I thought Aether was gonna die many, many moons ago. He is now rolling death saves. As he gets hit by a cannon. Okay. And then one towards Callie misses. Okay. So all right. I'm gonna give each of you another 3 inspiration to wrap up the session.